Everybody. Welcome to the Saturday races. It's the VIP GT World Championship. Of course, I am joined by Papa and this time guest Azriel. Good to see you, Dark and Azriel, and Papa, you too. How are you guys?
I'm doing
Okay.
great. I'm doing great. I got to watch the two races on Thursday, and I get to watch them again. They're great races. I'm excited to be here tonight.
Great.
Yeah,
Azriel, you
yeah. Thank you very much. Looking forward to this. Could be some really good racing. Got quite a few teams. I'm very invested in seeing do good tonight, and happy to be here with you guys. So thanks a lot.
cool, perfect. And sorry I had a moment. I couldn't stop laughing at Papa trying to find the right way to point
I
the
know.
camera.
He's over there.
He's somewhere. He's everywhere. Um, Asriel, you know what? I'm gonna leave the comment about different teams alone for now because we have a different guest that we are going to interview today. It's Hondo. Hondo with Wheelhouse Racing, the Division II team. He's 21st in the Drivers' Championship currently, and his team is 5th in the championship. Hondo, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you very much, Teddy. Good to be here. Good to see you guys all. And Azriel, good to see you, my friend.
Yes, Hondo and I spend a lot of time on track, weekly, in fact. So um, he's integrated in so many different Gran Turismo leagues and communities. Honestly, uh, he's the man. I like Hondo a lot, so
Yeah,
happy to
appreciate
have
it.
him here talking to us. So
Well, happy to be here. No, yeah, I've known these guys for quite a while. I actually got met through as you do similar channels. We had some lobby races going on, league championships, MPM. Shout out to them, and met through there. Really great racers. Know a lot of fast people, and we've just sort of like been under their wing in a lot of ways, trying to learn what we can. And they told us about this very championship, and we signed up kind of late, but we're here and we're giving it our best.
Hey, that's awesome. That's what we love to hear today. In fact, who is racing for Wheelhouse tonight?
That is our slow '06 GTO and Spilled Milk, who are our one of our finest drivers there. So we're looking forward to seeing them go, and I know they're ready, and we're gonna see what we can do. It's tough conditions out there.
both of
Yeah,
those
we saw on
are very
Thursday.
fast.
I
Yeah.
mean, Papa, you watched on Thursday. I'm sure you might have questions about how Wheelhouse is going to tackle it today.
Well, yeah, I do have questions, but it's hard to ask the questions before the race because I don't want you to give away too much of your strat. But we saw varying strats. We saw the rain come into play on both races. I mean, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Without giving too much away, Hondo, what does your team look like they're going to be doing tonight?
I think it's like a lot of the races, it's going to be pretty straightforward, like the other race for the first 3/4 of it, I'd say. Then I think what Placa Plum did in that last race opened a lot of eyes,
Right?
to what's possible there. And so if things, look dry enough, possible switch to the slick tires, but it's always a dangerous game. I personally don't love it because I just know it just takes one tire off on the wet line and off you go. So I don't know. I'm a one for kind of playing it safe in a lot of ways and would try to probably milk the tires to the end. But these guys are, they're their own drivers and they're going to do what they do. And I give them, full carte blanche on that. They do, they know what they're doing out there. So I'm interested to see as much as you guys, I think, is what happens out there.
I mean, of
Nice.
course, how can you not be? If you're giving them carte blanche, it sounds like you must be pretty happy with your team's performance so far.
Oh, always. Yeah, we came to have fun. That was number one. These guys put on a great show here. Like this stream and everything, what you guys do with the announcing, everything is really spot on. So like just being here is like a load of fun. Seeing yourself, race around the track, that's like our dream. So yeah, I mean, just to be here, like I said, it's great. We're trying to do our best. Everyone's really, really fast. We're struggling a bit at the start here. I'm not afraid to say, but I'm looking forward to the next rounds and see what we can come up with. And yeah, just look forward to having some more fun.
Well, speaking of the next rounds, is there something or one round that your team is not looking forward to?
I wouldn't say that. No, I think if anything, we're looking at rounds that we are looking forward to.
Okay.
Specifically, the next one, Le Mans, that's a big one with the Group 1s. That's going to be a lot of fun. As the races get a longer too, I don't know. We're kind of used to like that sort of longer format, so maybe something will come in from that. But yeah, either way, like I'm just looking forward to seeing what happens in these races. There's a lot of interesting strategies, the power-ups. Like I didn't see that coming. I kind of, like I said earlier when we were talking, I kind of threw that one away early, the pole, and put Tom on pole right in front of a world champion. He didn't love me for that, but but he's back and he's going to give it a go in this one.
Nice. Very well.
Did you tell him that you were doing that?
I did not, Ezra. I did. Left for Pass asked me if we were using a power up, and I thought, well, yeah, I guess might as well use this one. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, like I said, we came to have fun. He ran with it. He's the level-headed, he'll always kind of adapt to something. So he would be a guy to throw that at, and he'll play it cool and do his best.
Nice.
I'd have been sending you DMs after the race.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
How did you do that to me?
Yeah.
So in Thursday's race for Division II here at Red Bull, everyone picked either the Audi TT or the Mercedes. We didn't see a single M4.
No.
I heard you guys might have an M4 on track tonight.
We do. Spilled Milk there's another guy that dances to the beat of his own drum, as they say, and he's bound and determined. As soon as he heard the lineup, he picked it right away. He said, "I'm okay, Beamer," and then he started working. So I said, "Okay, yeah." I mean, I personally love variety. I wish there were some more Beamers out there. I can kind of get why it's not, but in this race, like I said, there's a couple of things that could change that, but there it is right there.
There it is.
Yeah, and he did a wonderful job in that library. Like I made the one for the Mercedes, and then he just seemed to copy it by eye, and there you have it. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it run the Mercedes with Tom, and yeah, looking forward to hopefully these guys can
That's
come
a nice
out
looking
a little
livery.
points. It is very nice, isn't it?
You guys won Livery of the Day last week, so
yeah.
Yeah.
We need those half points, Azra. We need every half point we can get.
It counts. It's a good looking livery this week as well. I like the way it looks. It's pretty awesome here. I have a weird question regarding the power ups. Does Wheelhouse Racing plan to use every power up available this season? Or...
Oh yes, for sure. I mean, if you're willing to give extra, we'll use those too. But yeah, we're gonna use every one we can get for sure. I might have to look at what and when, but yeah, I haven't put too much thought, maybe you can tell, into the planning of this whole thing. But we're just we're gonna see what happens.
Okay, well the rounds are ticking away,
I know. So it's summer, so yeah, I gotta make some decisions here. You're right.
Well, so the way Left to Pass to set this up, you have to use your power-ups before the finale.
Right.
So you only got a little bit of time left.
Okay. Duly noted, guys. Duly noted.
Okay. You talked about...
There's your other teammate, Milk, in the Mercedes, I see.
No, that's Tom in the Mercedes, or Slow.
Or Tom's in the Mercedes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you let your drivers pick whatever car they wanted to choose, and obviously right now the strategy is split. We saw how the Mercedes worked on Thursday. They're pretty fast.
Especially off the line.
We don't know how the BMW acts. Can you give us a little insight on what it's like to drive that thing in the wet around here?
I found it a little twitchier, a little a little sketchier in the turns, a little harder on gas. And yeah, the turbo, and I don't know, it really turned in nice. I found it a little less understeery than the AMG, but yeah, it's similar, off the line, just better than the Audi to me anyway. And I'm thinking he'll do all right. I think he'll do all right.
Okay.
Well, so the M4 is much faster off the line than the TT.
Yeah.
But it has a secret weapon, because how you're supposed to drive the M4 is to short shift the crap out of it.
Super short shift, right?
Yes.
As soon as you see that rev bar start, you're hitting the shift.
Yep.
And because of that, it saves a ton of fuel.
Yeah.
So it had that's a secret weapon right there.
So we'll see. Yeah, like I'm at 7 gears, and it's So we'll see how that plays. I trust my guys. What can I say? You know, my guys, they know what they're doing out there.
Very cool.
Sounds like it. That's what we want to see.
Yeah.
You guys have 7 drivers on your team, obviously. I mean, you yourself, so far, you've only done one of the races. We're on round 3, and we've seen you one time. How are you guys choosing your lineups for each race?
That's come down to a bit of a scheduling thing so far, but we're gonna try to. There's some definite favorites of tracks like this next race, Le Mans. I was saying there's some people that definitely want to get in on that. So we'll kind of we're all in a lot of ways similar paced, I'd say. So yeah, it's really just coming down to who's around, who's available, who wants to do one especially, and we'll let them do that race. Like I said, we're just here to fill out the field and hopefully get some points of our own. But we're looking forward to. I don't know. We're just hoping to magic to happen out there a bit.
Well, that sounds about right. I mean, obviously, in a perfect world, you guys would be able to choose which driver based on their strengths every single time. But yeah, real life happens. We got to go based on schedule sometimes. So it sounds like maybe you have some rounds that, like next week, that you think you've got some real strong contenders for. Looking forward to that for sure. Papa, Azriel, any other questions for Hondo?
Honestly, no. I mean, I think it was a great interview. A lot of questions got answered, and nothing from me.
I'm curious how much practice you guys put into it.
We were definitely doing. We're ramping up the practice since the first race. We've gotten at least 3 or 4 full race sessions in various cars, doing our testing. But we're pretty prepared for this one, I'd like to think.
Right on. Good luck to your team, man.
Thank you very much.
Definitely good luck to your team. My last question for you is, are there any future rounds where you're the man, where you decided, hey, I'm going to be part of the team on this one because I'm strong here?
I like the next round. Like I'm thinking that's a classic one for us. Le Mans. I mean, I love that car. The cars that are available. That's like the classic one for us. It's especially very Gran Turismo classic. So I feel like that's one of the first big races I did in this game, was like a big long race at Le Mans, and it was fun. So that's the one I'm looking forward to. That's going to be a good team building one, I think.
Well, it'll be good to see you on track again for sure. Le Mans.
Thank you.
Definitely not easy. So
no.
Good luck to you guys. Good luck
Appreciate
to you for
it.
the rest of the season, of course. And we're gonna get started pretty soon here with the qualifying. So we're gonna let you go talk to your boys and get them hyped up. You're very welcome. Thanks for joining us.
All right, well, guys. Well, thanks very much. Have a good stream. Azriel, good luck to you and your team and all the other teams. And hopefully see you guys again soon.
Awesome, Hondo. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, guys, that was Hondo. Wheelhouse Racing, of course, Division II team. So they've already had their Thursday races. This is their Saturday race. We'll see where they sit and the standings afterwards. First, we got to see qualifying, of course, which comes up in just a couple of minutes here. We saw practice going on there. Some side-by-side action in the background, actually, is what I caught, which is important for practice. I think, man, Red Bull, because of there being so many exits that are so critical in these long straights, you do see a lot of side-by-side action at Red Bull, certainly going into corners because inevitably someone will have chased someone down by the end of some long straight or something. A lot of these corners you have to dive into pass. It's not going to be easy with the rain, for sure. I think a good qualifying matters.
Red Bull has the nickname of the penalty ring for a reason. Penalties are abound.
Yep. Yeah.
So many.
I believe TK's called it the penalty palace.
Yep, exactly. It was great.
Yeah.
The penalty palace.
The official nickname from now on, penalty palace. Love it.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Yes.
30 seconds until qualifying. Papa, you've already been here. Azriel, what are you looking forward to most tonight as far as the Division II race?
Well, I want to.
Go ahead, Azriel.
I want to see if they have the advantage of Thursday going first. They can see some of those strategies at play that maybe they didn't think would have worked. So, are we going to see more diversity in that strategy tonight?
Right. I was going to
Right.
say the same thing. Absolutely.
I
See
agree.
if anybody learned from Thursday.
Yeah, yeah. Seeing how Saturday learns from Thursday is always, I guess it's our privilege. It's our privilege to get to do Saturday streams
Right.
to see how
Right.
that works out. Let's go. We're gonna go to our intro video, then we'll be on track.
Get hyped. Come on.
There are racetracks, and then there are places where reputations are forged. The Red Bull Ring is one of those places. Short, fast, relentless. One mistake here and your championship dreams can disappear before you've even reached the final sector. Round 3 of the VIPGTWC Championship is upon us, and one man stands above the rest. Celso. 2 races, 2 victories. The championship leader has been untouchable so far. But history tells us that every winning streak eventually meets its greatest test. So who has the courage, the speed, and the nerve to finally bring the fight to him? Because today isn't just about personal glory. Every overtake, every pit stop, every 10th of a second could swing the Constructors' Championship, where every team is fighting for supremacy. This isn't simply another race. It's the moment the hunters decide whether they're content to chase or ready to become champions. The lights are about to go out. The engines are ready, and the mountains of Austria are about to witness another unforgettable chapter in the VIPGTWC Championship. This is Division II qualifying.
Well, that was an amazing recap there. I hope everyone
Love it. I love
paying
that video.
attention. Yeah, I love it too. I love it too. It's almost Jeremy Clarkson-esque. You know what? It is Jeremy Clarkson.
It is. It is. Nikki told us he cloned him.
He's joined us here to VIP GT World Championship. It's his first round working for us. Thank you, Jeremy. But we're here round 3. Europe 1, meaning this is only our first European stop. And the key to tonight's races is Master the Rain. Let's see what we mean by that. Because what do you mean by that? Well, Division 2 is at the Red Bull Ring. We got a 10-minute qualifier and an 18-lap race, and 3 different cars to choose from. You got the Audi TT Cup, the BMW M4, and the Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG, all in the Group 4 category here. So a little less power than the GR3s that we're often used to, but still very formidable race cars around here. Azriel, if I could please get you to take us through some of the grid for the race here.
All right. Well, we have Velocity of Hunter team with Justin and Lyric. We have Black Flag Mafia with T-Spap, Suddy. I call him Suddy. Know him for a while. Den Doors with Drobo, Yannick. Skirt Skill Issue Racing Team with Rowdy Burns, Scar Lord, and Wheelhouse bringing Spilled Milk and Slow GTO to the table. Lost Matadors with Oak and War, IORT War, by the way, one of my teammates, and D-Rock. And then our Infinite Octane and Friends Division 2 team is going to have AOJ on the grid.
All right, thank you very much. As usual, some pretty fast folks, some pretty big teams. Your team only fielding 1 car. Azriel, why are you guys only fielding 1 car? Well, you could be racing right now.
Well, this is not my my
Division
team.
1.
But we have so many people in IORT, so we put up a Division 2 team as well. AOJ is the principal for that team, and we did 3 drivers on Thursday. He's going at it solo at Red Bull Ring tonight. So
Got it.
wishing him
Going solo. That's got to be kind of tough on a driver, knowing everybody else is going with teams and you're out there by yourself trying to find friends, frenemies.
Mm-hmm.
Frenemies.
Frenemies, that's right.
Where Slipstream is so useful around here for sure. But
Yeah.
hey, AOJ is tough. We've seen it. If anyone can do it, it's him. And qualifying will matter, right? You might not lose anyone. Stay right there at the front or mid pack, whatever you can do.
I'm curious if you guys have any favorites for tonight, personally.
I don't. I can't say I have a favorite.
Yeah.
I've got my eye on 2 or 3. I can give you a better answer for my pick of the race after qualifying.
Oh, that's not.
I'm gonna play it cheap.
I'm gonna say Oak. Because we've been doing comms and watching Oak for a good while now. So if I had to choose a favorite out of this field, I'm gonna go with my boy Okie. K Naranjo.
Yep. That's a good pick.
A good pick.
Solid pick. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, fantasy picks are a thing. Papa, Azrael, you guys doing the fantasy?
I did not get into it personally this time.
Not this time.
I know.
Yeah, I have a fantasy league. I think I'm like 3rd place right now.
Okay. Nice.
We'll see.
Way to go. We're on our outlaps now for qualifying. Qualifying should be completely dry from what I recall on this race. So it's cloudy, so I wouldn't say it's the most grippy this track can be, but definitely going to be better than the race. So this is where people are going to want to take full advantage of what their cars can do. We know the Mercedes has the advantage in these conditions, just being really quick and having so much of that straight line speed. The Audi, I don't know, like Azrael, the Audi is going to chew up those front tires, of course, in the dry. I don't remember it being half as bad in the wet, though, with the fronts.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the Audi TT. I like the car. I use it daily quite often. And our whole team, I did some practice with these guys just to help out. And, they were all in the M4. And they hadn't given the TT a single thought because it's an FR car, at Red Bull, not exactly conventional. And I jumped into the TT and put up the best times, and they all switched because of it. And they found with some practice, it has great grip out of corners. It can get on the power fast and grip up, and you want that with Red Bull Ring. So I like the TT.
I do too.
Those slow corners are super helpful to be able to grip up fast, and you're right. It doesn't really act too much like a front wheel drive on throttle. Like there's no grip up front. It actually holds on pretty well. Papa, do you remember the time when this thing was just like a straight line monster, just point, shoot, and go?
The TT, absolutely. I remember it was a couple years ago. There was a daily race at Watkins Glen. Everybody was in the GTRs, and I was smoking. I was the only one in the TT, and I was smoking them, and nobody else would jump. I was loving that week. I'm a huge fan of Watkins Glen anyway, but that was the race where I fell in love with the Audi TT. It's a great little car. It really is.
That is awesome. Yeah, it's a cute little car. I think from what we saw on Thursday, it did pretty well. I mean, as I recall, there were like tons of Mercedes at the front in the front early on in the race, and then the TTs definitely came back on them. A Mercedes eventually won the whole thing, but the Audis were right there. Tonight we actually have an M4 in the mix, so we should see a little bit of a difference here in the results. Hopefully, we'll see how Wheelhouse Racing, where Wheelhouse Racing is able to put that car actually, and we should start seeing lap times coming in now. Yep, Yannick just set a new time. He's up front with a 1:38 flat. Let a few more go through so we can get a sense of where these times are. How many laps can we get out of a set of tires here, Papa?
Honestly, I think you're going to see within these first couple laps, you're going to see everybody setting their time. Because if I remember right, it was towards the end of qualifying, the rain did start coming down. Obviously that's going to affect, but you're going to see the fastest times here in the first couple laps, I think.
Gotcha. So a mostly dry qualifying.
Mostly dry, yes.
Wet. Got it. Okay. Well, that makes it a bit different. I mean, the pressure is definitely on. Let's see what drivers have done so far. We've got Oak up front, Kate Naranjo with a 137.9. Right behind him is Yannick, who had set the first time, which is a 138 flat. Ewok is behind with a 138.3. I can't see fourth and fifth, but they've got to be between a 38.3 and a 38.5, which is what we've got in seventh here with Scarlord. So getting into those 38s is going to be massively important here. I don't know that we'll see anyone in the deeper into the 37s than Oak, but you never know. There's a killer first lap for sure.
That was an awesome lap, yeah.
Wow.
37's a good time. I don't quite remember what pole was for Thursday's Division II.
I don't remember either.
I don't either. A 0.6 seems to come to mind for some reason, but don't quote me on that.
Yannick is already into the pits, by the way, going to get a fresh set of tires, maybe trying to get another dry lap in before it gets too late. Oak is now in as well. I guess everyone's going to come in here to try to get another set of dry tires on. Jay Smith did not go in. He's sitting in 12th right now. We're watching him go through turn 1 here. That is, well, we'll see. That is SETI Empire, by the way, if you guys are wondering who Jay Smith is. SETI Empire on the lineup for the race tonight.
No, SETI's not Jay Smith. It's Jay Smith is Jonathan on Velocity Hunter. And SETI Empire, I think, is in that 4th to 5th range right now.
Oh, there's Empire. Yep, you're right.
Yeah.
Well, Jay Smith, mystery racer. Wouldn't it be nice if it was a random and they just like ran away with it? I'm kidding. That's not funny. Halfway through another set of outlaps here for most drivers. I think this is outlap from all the people who pitted. So don't expect to see very much coming up in the way of times. Maybe Jay Smith will set one since they stayed out, but I don't know that it'll be a much better time than anyone else given the state of the tires. Spilled Mix tires don't look good, so they haven't pitted. But here's Kay Naranjo on an outlap, probably taking it easy on those things. Yeah, trying not to use them up too much, Papa.
Yeah, absolutely. Save them while you can. Burn the fuel, and he's going to get, I think, one shot at this before the rain hits, if I recall.
The Laser Unicorn chimed in the chat. He said he thought pole on Thursday was a 37, low 37, like 37.2s, 37.3. So there may be a little more time here for someone to put in a better lap.
Well, there should be, as long as it stays dry. I mean, everyone who pitted will have a less fuel in the tank, of course, and hopefully they've stricken the right balance between not using those tires up, but still warming them up, right? Like you typically need a lap and a half really to warm your tires up, but properly rather. But you know, not everyone can strike a good balance there. So we're seeing the start of more fast laps. So I expect more times to be coming in here, fast and furious. Just saw somebody in the pits there.
Yeah, and you're seeing the wipers on.
Yep, I see them. That means the rain has officially started, according to the game, but the moisture meter is not showing anything. That's
right
on the bottom left there for those of you who are uninitiated. That graphic just to the left of the tire graphic is the moisture meter. Up there's some right there where Jobo's passing by. That little blue line that just popped up kind of tells you how wet it is in the spot. Jay Smith's tires don't look great. I guess they're not going to pit at all. Oak is back into the pits, I think, is what I just saw there. So abandoned in his outlap, I think. If I saw what I saw correctly there.
No, I think he's still out, Tati.
Okay, got it. That was weird. I could have sworn I saw the little P next to his name, but anyway, doesn't
It's
matter.
gonna be. I think it's gonna be tough to improve at this point off 37.9 or low 38.
Yeah, I think it's job done here, though. Yeah, it's getting wet. You can see where he's running through. There's lots of moisture there already, which, it's not enough to get off of the slick tire, but it's certainly not, as much grip as you could expect in the dry. I don't know if we're going to see much better times here. He also filled up his fuel tank, it looks like.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh,
Probably didn't mean
well,
to.
no, there's
He's also
there's
on his
strategy
out
there.
lap again.
Okay, so then I think he reset. Maybe he just reset to the pits, and that's what I saw.
Maybe, yeah, that would make sense.
Yannick with a half-second pen, so whatever he had going on this lap, not going to work out. Going to stay at least second place here. D-Rock going to park it, pull off. Was that parking it, or was that? Yes, okay. Just disappeared back into the pits. I think folks starting to realize, hey, I'm not going to do much better than what I've got right now.
I don't know. You never know, man. You always just push it to the end.
Yep. That's racing. That's why we do it. You never know.
That's true. You absolutely never know. And for sure, you want to be able to defend your time in case somebody behind you is pushing and can beat you, especially for those who maybe didn't get the best set lap time here. Got PSG Lyric still out fighting in sixth place. That moisture meter now past the first line, meaning we're pretty much where you would want to be changing to an intermediate tire. The slick certainly won't have enough grip to get you around quickly. You see Lyric going super wide in the second to last corner there, the penultimate corner. Not sure if that's a penalty. Ooh, very squirrely on the gas, getting out of the last turn. So the grip just isn't there.
Sonny having fun.
Sideways.
Oh. Oh yeah, that looks like a lot of fun.
That's one way to finish your qualifying there. So I think, yes. All right. That was qualifying. Nothing too, that's what I'm looking for. Nothing too crazy happened in qualifying. We didn't have like a last minute change like we've seen in some of the other qualies.
Right.
Pretty simple. Hey, you're going to get one lap, maybe 2 fast laps out of here. I think we only saw just 1 lap out of most everyone. I don't think anyone really proved that I saw. Yeah. So
yeah, those guys that got in their banker, that strong one at the front. Yeah. They lucked out. So I think we got Oak on pole right now.
Yes.
Yeah, he's in a good spot.
Man, that is easier said than done. Getting it in early on for so many racers. I'm one. I like to ease my way into my fastest lap, maybe start out at 80, 90% and then go to 100. But in this case, you had no choice. Something that the drivers probably learned from Thursday night crew if they didn't practice qualifying specifically. Mm-hmm. It feels like you have to in this league. You have to practice everything.
Yeah. A lot of different strats can play out in different situations. So you got to practice and be ready, make those adjustments on the fly.
Yeah, seems like it. Well, okay. Predictions for the race. Actually, I don't know. I don't have any yet. Maybe we can wait until we get the official qualifying. Yeah, got it. All right. We'll see qualifying results soon, and then maybe we can make predictions off of that. But I'm expecting to see a lot of Mercedes up front again, just because they seem to really get their laps in the qualifying this time around.
Yeah, I don't remember. I would totally agree with you. You definitely expect to see the Mercedes up front during qualifying, and I think the Audi TTs kind of make themselves known during the race. I think they're the more consistent car over the long haul. Yeah, and then you throw the one BMW that we have no idea what's going to happen. So,
yeah, I didn't see where the M4 ended up, but
I didn't either. Well, why don't we find out now, Azriel? Yeah, if you don't mind reading those results for us, Azriel, that'd be great.
Sure. All right. P1, we have Oak or Caden Norano, P2, Yannick Samard, 3, D-Rock, and all that within 3/10 of a second. P4
They did.
Study Empire with 38.36. P5 Drobo 38.37. 6 PHG Lyric with Team BOH at 138.47. P7 AOJ with IORT Do 38.56. P8 VIP Scarlord Skirt and 38.57. And we can flip to that second page. All right, P9 Spilled Milk with that M4. That's what we were looking for.
Yep, right in the middle. Nice.
38.6. So only 6.8 tenths off the lead.
Yeah.
That's a really tight top 10 with
Yeah.
DPAP 38.7. P11 War, IORT War 38.92. J Smith and P12, and also Team VOH 39.28. Team Skirt, the last skirt number there, P13 VIP Ratty Bird 39.38. And the last Team Wheelhouse member, Slow to Go, P14 at 140.02.
Very nice.
So much. Yeah, definitely appreciate you reading through those right there. And I was way wrong. It looks like the Audi is dominating qualifying on this particular evening.
Yeah, 4 of the top 5 were Audis.
Yeah, they absolutely were. In that case, why don't we talk about where these drivers sit in the championship? Papa, could you help us out with that?
Absolutely. On top of the Drivers' Championship for Division II, we have Celso with 50 points. But right on his butt is Audi the Squirrel with Infinite Octane Friends Do. P3, Laser Unicorn, who we just saw in the live chat. So that rounds out our podium, 45 points. Not bad. P4, we have Justin. P5 is Suddy. P6 is Z28. P7 is Dad Leisure. P8, Yannick. P9 is Oak. And P10 is Chalky with 25 points, rounding out the top 10. And then in our team championship, yeah, go ahead.
I just wanted to add, so that's including the results from Thursday.
Correct. Those.
And so there are 4 people on that top 10 who are racing tonight.
Yep.
So those points that they're going to add tonight are going to bring it even harder.
Increase, right. In our team championship, we have Infinite Octane and Friends Do at 149. 2 points right behind them is Black Flag Mafia at 147. Velocity Hunter rounding out the podium at 127. P4 is Los Matadores. Number 5 is Wheelhouse Racing. P6 is Dented Doors. And with 61 points rounding out the team championship is Skirt in the 7th place.
Okay. And again, same caveat, given that this includes Thursday night's points, but does not include tonight's here for the Division 2 drivers.
Second guess myself. Now, I think those points did not include Thursday. So that's the caveat, is that the results from for 2 nights ago haven't been added in. So there's a lot you gotta like figure out after tonight happens.
Gotcha.
Well, you know where viewers can figure that out is on motorsportleagues.com. You go to motorsportleagues.com, right on the homepage actually is the VIP league, or you can do a search VIP, and all the standings will be there. I'd say maybe give them a couple days to update it, but we're on track now. The drivers are lined up in their grid starts. This is a grid start with a false start check, meaning don't get off those brakes before those lights turn green. And that will be, that's a false start by D-Rock. Maybe oh man, and a bad start because he's going to be penalized for that. Empire coming up the inside of Kay Naranjo, though. He's going to go ahead and take P1. He's got the inside for the turn. It makes sense. Behind him, nobody seems to have hit anybody off the track. There's a little bit of movement back there, so Kay Naranjo loses pole position, and Empire jumps all the way up to first. I believe he qualified in 4th, if I'm not mistaken here. Yeah,
that SLS has such a nice jump off the line.
It does.
Right there.
And I think Lyric
has made his way up to 4th.
Yep.
Yeah, he was 6th. So big jumps for both Mercedes there. We've got Naranjo and Yannick, who managed to stay where they were in order, but top four a little bit shook up here. Scarlord remains in 5th place, and he actually started in 8th. So big jumps for a lot of drivers here, and he's fighting Drobo to hold on to that 5th place as we go into the second hairpin on the track here. I can't remember the corner names already. I've forgotten them. That's not Remus. It's something. It's something. Now, the long double left, one of my favorite corners around here. And I think we've kind of calmed down for the start of this race. Azriel, huge jumps for some of these Mercedes drivers. Oh, hold on a second. Let's see what happened here. This was the battle between Drobo and Scarlord for 5th. Scarlord already had 5th, but Drobo trying to get it back. Scarlord using those wide hips to make sure that he gets to keep it, at least for now. Top four looking good together. Azriel, I was actually going to go to you about those jumps up the order.
Man, what a start.
Back in the lead.
Yeah, what happened there? Let's see. There's Empire. Oak dives up the inside, and that beautiful Los Matadores Audi TT there. That was a fantastic pass for Oak. Textbook, really easy spot. Not easy spot to pass, but
it is a great spot to pass.
It is. You gotta love it. This track is so full of moments like this that we're having here with Yannick also pushing his way past Empire, who's been driven back down into 3rd place, almost back to where he started, because Lyric is now under attack. He's gonna try to squeeze Lyric a little bit, try to get some of that slipstream off of Yannick's car. Will Lyric dive down into the braking? Yes, he will. Just trying to see if he can make it stick. Absolutely gets on the throttle just a little bit quicker than Empire, and that is move done. Empire is back down where he started. Yannick back up to 2nd, Naranjo back up to 1st, and we're basically starting over with the exception of Lyric, who remains in 3rd after starting this race in 6th. Oh man, you gotta love it. We're already starting to see some separation here, Papa. There's 5th place down. There's Drobo, and who's that with the penalty? Spilled milk with half a second. It's going to cause even more separation, right?
Yeah, and spilled milk there, even though he had the penalty, but he was up 2 spots. I believe he qualified 9th, so he up to 7th, and he's going to hold on to it, it looks like, ahead of B. Paps there, so no harm, no foul. Did lose a little bit of time there to Scarlord, but count on him to actually close that back in too, being in the slip down the straight.
Yeah, we're starting to see some of these drivers pick back up where they started here. I mean, great lunges and great, of course, launches off the line at the very start, but it seems already like the race is already starting to resolve itself into where it was before.
And looking at D-Rock here, I think he was the one who jumped the start.
Another penalty.
And he is already back into 12th with another half-second penalty. So
something happened to him because he was
not the race he was looking for, I don't think.
Yeah, not.
But it's early.
Sure, it is very early in the race, which literally never say never. We know rain is coming, and we know what rain can do.
Equalizer.
So, it is the great equalizer. We'll see what happens for these drivers as they continue on in the race. We're on board with Lyric, though, who has managed to stay in 3rd place. You hear those front tires squealing just a little bit there, using all the grip he's got. It goes purple in that sector, though Naranjo owns the fastest lap. It's actually faster than his qualifying lap. It's a 1:37.795. That's amazing. For the start of a race, full fuel.
That's moving, yeah.
Yeah,
that's moving.
Absolutely moving. Maybe got a little bit of a nice slipstream when he wasn't in 1st place, but he did make his way back up there. Here's Rowdy Burns sitting in 14th. Rowdy, I just lost 1 position here, but it's usually pretty quick. I do wonder how he's going to do for this race here. Dude, Azriel, look at the wear on this tire for War. I mean, this is the Audi TT. We're only 4 laps in, and those front tires look like that. Though, when do you think you're expecting rain?
I'm not surprised the tire wear is quite high, and I am surprised to see so many soft runners.
I would say, yeah, everyone I've seen, Azriel, I agree. Everyone's been on the softs. I haven't seen one set of mediums yet.
I think
You
they're
know, I
expecting
kind of,
that rain to come quickly. Maybe they're not expecting to have to make the softs last. Or do they know that we don't?
I I think that was an adjustment for watching Thursday's race.
I agree. I would agree for sure. So we'll see how that works. Ooh, Drobo and Empire back at it again, just like we saw in that first lap there. Empire again able to hold on to it, but Drobo is really trying to put the pressure on him. And you know, Empire is falling down the order so far. Actually, I don't even think that was Empire that Drobo was fighting with earlier. Can't remember, but either way, deja vu
so
for that driver at least.
Right.
Toddy, it seems we had a mechanical failure on track. We had someone disconnect.
We did, Jay Smith. So that team is going to go ahead and start packing it up for the weekend. And early,
Boy.
unfortunately, lots of
So
penalties
that
are being served at the Palace stop, though.
that was Jonathan. He was one of the top 10. That
Ouch.
sucks for them.
Ouch. Yeah, that's no good there. So Jonathan is falling back down the order. We did, like I said, we lost Jay Smith, but so far everyone else is still in it. Ooh, these tires do not look good. Is the rain going to come when these drivers think? And if it doesn't come, who's going to jump first and get back on a set of wets or dry tires, rather, if the rain isn't here? Yannick.
Oh, I think
Battle for second.
this is interesting because, you know, in the practice lobbies, not all of them have been exactly the same. And, you know, in Thursday's race, that rain came about right now. And these guys are on softs, and I don't see a drop of rain.
Nope, no windshield wipers going off, no rain. Yannick with that half-second penalty is going to lose third. Here's Empire and Drobo again. This time Drobo got the inside of the for the next turn here. Schlossgold is the name of this corner, by the way. And Drobo manages to get that position. Do I see wipers moving? Was that what that shadow was? Yes, it is. So the rain has started. We were just a little bit too soon, Azriel, to call it is not coming yet. So drivers will probably go another lap, maybe.
Yeah, I would guess at least they're going to do one more lap. Because, I mean, I'm seeing that wet meter maybe just kind of start. There we go, a little bit.
See it.
Yeah.
I just want to point out on these TTs, look at the rear tires, like on Drobo right here. You're starting to see a little bit of a blue outline indicating that the rears are cold. Those tires are not being used nearly as much as the fronts on this car. Maybe it'll be different in the rain, but that does kind of, I don't know, maybe helps them be a little less understeery, to be honest with you.
No, it's not good. It doesn't help at all. It's
Doesn't help?
it's going to feel horrible.
Yeah,
Okay, so
Driver in the pits.
Path's going in now. I think we saw one or two drivers go in about this early on Thursday. And
I think so. And I could definitely see that not working out, especially with such a grippy tire up front, softly sprung car, relatively softly sprung as far as race cars go. You get to take a dive on those brakes, you're gonna get a lot of oversteer, I would imagine.
you know, I gotta give VPAP some credit because I've been on track with him a lot. He usually has an alternate strat that works out, so I'm really curious to see what he's gonna do with that.
Yeah, a little bit of an undercut happening. I mean, it is obviously getting wetter for these other drivers. I just don't know if it's going to get wet fast enough to have made it worth it for Oak to make that jump early on, unless they go another lap, right? I think we're hitting that threshold of when you're going to want to go ahead and pit, but somebody's going to take a chance and try to go another lap on the dries. I just know it.
Well, you can see in our picture-in-picture here, our leader heavily concentrating on what he's got going on here.
That's right. Oak there. Look at the face, chewing on the bottom lip.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
The lip tucked in. That's how you know he's in it. And we're seeing lots of folks dive into the pits here. Our three leaders, Kay Naranjo, Lyric, Yannick, first through third, definitely in the pits. I think I even saw fourth and fifth and some others. Does everyone jump in now? I mean, VPAP's obviously stayed out because he's already jumped in. And yeah, it looks like everyone is in the pits now. They're slow going in.
Yeah, he's got damage, so there's something happened there.
Gonna have to stop and fix that damage. Looks pretty minor, but if you're going to pit and take tires, you might as well. And
Okay,
there's VPAP's.
so here
Oh,
comes
very
Pat.
excited about something.
let's let's see where he comes out now. He had that. He went in. I think it was around 7.
Yeah, I think that's about where he was at too.
Something like that. D-Rock, by the way, on full wets. Everyone else around him came out on the inters, but D-Rock came out on full wet tires. See how that works out for him. He comes out in second place.
Okay, so he got 1 spot out of that.
VPAPS, yep, he's in 9th. Okay.
Oh no, he dropped 2 spots on the exit of the pit exit. So not didn't quite work. I think he was in 7th, so he lost 2 spots. But
Oh, you guys were saying 7th. I thought you were saying 10th. I'm sorry, I wasn't hearing it very well. Okay. So he lost a couple of spots. Yeah, and I don't think, from what I saw in the last race, I don't remember how worn out. I guess you do wear those tires out towards the end there. So I'm not sure if there's an advantage to having jumped on them sooner than anyone else. But like you said, sometimes trying the alternate strat is what gets you the win, or at least improves where you normally would have finished. So definitely worth a try.
so the big 2 strategies that we saw on Thursday were either taking intermediates to the end of the race, or you took wets right now and you pit onto the slicks when the track started dry. And there's enough time there where you can take intermediates to the end. But the slick tires, they went out, so there's a bit of a race. You're saving a pit stop if you can go to the end on these intermediate tires.
You are, but they start to wear out real fast once it gets dry out there. So it's definitely a compromise, and maybe trying to find puddles where you can to cool those tires off and make them last to the end if a dry line does form. But we'll see. We'll see how it works out for everyone. Right now, I'm seeing a lot of Mercedes together. Oh, just 2 of them together. They're in a sandwich. Ooh, the AOJ with a half-second penalty. Man, the Palace is busy tonight.
Something happened to Lyric.
Where's Lyric?
He lost some spots in the thing, but he's in P11 now. I think he might have slipped coming out of turn 1.
Yikes, that is huge. Yep, and he's got damage on the rear right, and also rear. I've already missed it. It must have been turn 1. I would imagine maybe sliding or spinning into the wall there. Not a spin, just sliding. Anyway, regardless, that's
Yeah. So we're
great.
seeing this rain meter starting to hit into the full wet territory.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it was getting
It's peaking there.
I haven't seen anyone on wets yet. Everyone's on intermediate, it looks like.
D-Rock in second place is on wets.
Oh, okay. All
Yep.
right.
That's the only driver I've seen on the full wet. So D-Rock had the right of it there. Let's see if it helps. I mean, he came out in second place, which is already great for the driver. They were nowhere near the top 3 from what I recall, but now they're in second. They're on the right tire, but the wet won't last in the dry. Absolutely. There's no way. So I'm guessing that he's... Oh, what's happening in the background there? Hold on. Can we go back to P3, P2, and P3? I think there was a little bit of a crossover between some drivers. Somebody looked like they were going off track. I don't know who that was.
Kept it on track, but I'm curious if we're going to see a repeat. Oh, got a replay happen.
Pat flies past here.
Oh, AOJ there had a penalty.
I see. Okay. Oh, there it is. That was Scarlord. Okay, going out wide in the last turn and having trouble getting back on the track here. I wonder if that's going to be a penalty for him there.
I think they're both going to have penalties off that.
Maybe. VPAPS is able to get past. So is the AOJ. Scarlord looking for an undercut on the AOJ. Ugh. Easier said than done not being on the wet line, but he does seem to get a great exit.
After the crossover.
Yeah, that was... I didn't even think that was going to work. I really thought he was going to be on the more slippery part of the track there, but he was able to get over on him here. The AOJ looking for a way to come back, though this isn't really an easy spot to pass, is it, Papa?
No, that was not an easy pass right there. They did really well. Both of them did. Keep their cars on track and out of each other, especially in this weather.
Yeah, they were kind of side by side here through the double lefts of Roush and Verth, and there definitely is a wet line through here that you want to take. Whoever takes it the best or whoever's the bravest will do the best. Wet lines around Red Bull Ring. What do you know about them, Azriel? Where do they need to put those cars?
Well, if you're on the intermediates, from what I found, staying kind of in the racing line is going to be faster. But if you're on full wets, you lose all grip in the racing line. So you want to do the exact opposite. You want to be off the racing line because that's where your tires are going to grip up and not spin. And Red Bull Ring is so tough because the racing line crosses the path of the track in almost every freaking corner. So it's really tough to balance that on and off the racing line.
I gotcha. That was an excellent little sequence there between War, I believe it was, and I forgot who it was already because we went away so fast. But a bit of a drag race down to T1, and then man, I guess it must have been War who came out ahead. Somebody came out ahead going on the outside of T1. I just missed it. Scarlord came out ahead. Thank you very much, production.
I'm
actually,
really
the
excited
AOJ
to
award
see
come out and then Scarlord. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
from P1 to about P11. They're all not too far apart. Like anything can happen within that group. We're not seeing huge gaps across the track except for a couple stragglers there. And so a lot of moves like this happening, as we see Scarlord put it up the inside of AOJ.
Yeah, and actually he's been under attack by AOJ after he got passed by War there, or officially put in his place by War. I feel like almost like Scarlord is going slow here in comparison to those Audis, which is what we predicted for the Mercedes versus the Audi. This is a great example of what it looks like to be in a sandwich between those two cars.
That might be a pin.
I think this one might be a pen for sure. We'll see. He's on the line with it, and no penalty. So I think Scarlord just really knows where to put those tires. He's just barely keeping it within the Gran Turismo track limits here. Look at this. Outside up front, D-Rock on those full wet tires versus K Naranjo on the Inters. Teammates, of course. So, hopefully they don't take each other out. But both of them, you see, taking the outside line there around Remus. I guess right there, that seems to be the better line for them, at least for the Audis. There's Drobo. Top three is Audis. Empire is the first Mercedes. Empire, outside of that launch, has pretty much been in fourth the entire race here. Penalty for Yannick, our second place driver, or qualifier rather here. This is at least the second penalty we've seen from him, and this one's a full second. It might lose him, not lose him a position, but might push him way back into BPAPs and all those other drivers coming up.
Yeah.
It's not good news.
A lot of cars behind him. Yeah, absolutely.
Love this battle going on here in this, I guess we can call it the mid-pack, between Spilled Milk all the way back to Scarlord in 9th, and really, actually, I think that's Lyric way back there in 11th still, having fallen down the order after something happened that we cannot explain.
It's pretty impressive that Lyric, he was pretty far back, and he's been able to catch this group in front of him. So,
with the damage still going, not pitted to fix that. His tires look great, so I guess that makes sense. He has no reason to pit. Those look so fresh. I wonder if there's no way he pitted. No, I think that's just it's not fair because it's wet.
Still wet enough. Nobody's wearing out these tires yet, but it's starting to dry just a little bit.
It is. I see that moisture meter is a little bit lower. There's no more active rain. Ooh, almost a tap on the behind of War. Maybe a little bit of a tap, actually, by Scarlord. That's Spilled Milk ahead with a penalty there, but Scarlord, you want to be careful on those brakes. Big penalties can happen if you knock someone off this track here. But AOJ is not safe, clearly. Or sorry, War, not safe, clearly. I mean, Scarlord's been in this sandwich between these two Audis for a long time. I'm sure he wants to get out of it. It hasn't been working out for him.
Scarlord is on a controller as well, by the way.
Wow. That is impressive. That's incredibly impressive to be keeping it together like this here. A little bit squirrely under the braking there, not surprising as he downshifts in that Mercedes, but still manages to hang on to it. But AOJ with a real run here heading into Roush. Looking for an undercut on Scarlord, but Scarlord is on a grippier part of the track and he's able to maintain that position. He just gets out of it a bit quicker than AOJ, but he's been put on notice. AOJ's tried several times now to get past him, and I think it's only a matter of time before the attack is truly on here. Scarlord probably real desperate to put war in between himself and that other Audi there, I would think. Let's see, it's getting even drier outside of when you're on the curbs. You can see that moisture meter definitely is getting lower and lower. What are you going to say, Azriel?
Yeah, the rain is done at this point, so we're going to see the track continue to dry. More advantageous to the guys at the back than the front, but we got some moves happening there.
Oh,
Yikes, another penalty for spilled milk. We saw him with one earlier ahead of the other two cars, and now he's picked up another one. I mean, you just, at this level of racing, you have to have figured out where you can cut and where you can't on this track. I mean, the penalties are just going to kill you if you keep picking them up, as Yannick has seen.
I mean, a half a second penalty at Red Bull is worth about a second, all said and done. And I think I've seen Milk have at least 5 of those.
Yeah.
Where would he be in this race? He's 7 seconds behind P1, and he's had probably 5 seconds of penalties.
Yeah.
He could be fighting for a podium.
Do the math. Scarlord continuously under attack by the AOJ, this time again in Schlossborg, whatever you say, Schlossgold, sorry. And AOJ still just unable to really pull it out. He gets close every single time. Scarlord somehow manages to get on the gas and find more grip than the front wheel drive car in the wet. It's actually pretty brilliant. Just being real ginger with that throttle on that Mercedes and using the grunt that it has to get away. Now, I will say, with where the penalty is served at Red Bull Ring, Spilled Milk has been able to hang on to P7 mostly. He's under attack by Ward now. He got a bad exit out of the last corner, but I think he's gonna manage to hang on to it for T1. Ward looking for the undercut, but being cognizant of the fact that Scarlord is right there as well, and he's not.
That's another penalty. I think it is.
Okay, he doesn't get the pass. He doesn't lose the position, but I think we're seeing more action here. Spilled Milk looking to go against B Paps around the outside. Oh, and a little bit of a touch there by Scarlord on Spilled Milk, but I think he's okay. Behind them, you've still got Oak and AOJ going at it, but Scarlord has gotten around. Sorry, not Oak, Ward AOJ. There's Ward. Finally, Scarlord, Scarlord still able to maintain his position against him. AOJ has got to be sick of this, and Spilled Milk is now just embroiled in a battle between himself. He's in the sandwich between P-Baps and Scarlord. This is getting really, really close between these.
Look at this group. I mean,
this is
6 cars within a few tenths.
Yikes,
Slipping and sliding.
Lyric, are those penalties for those two? Yes, Scarlord with a half second. Absolutely the last thing he needed there. Lyric also went out that far, but I don't think that Lyric has a penalty. Maybe didn't quite go as far as Scarlord. Scarlord does not have to serve that now. He is defending really, really hard. So is Spilled Milk. He gets around B-Paps finally. The only the only BMW we have here is now in P6. Get off those wets. Nice.
So this is what I was thinking here, that everyone on the track, except for the guy on P2, this pit, they're fighting for position. There's no strategy play. No one else is hitting.
Yikes, Scarlord is going to lose a few positions here. Sorry to interrupt you, Azriel. Just got to talk about the action here. AOJ, B-Baps, and War all past Scarlord, who's been fighting so hard so far. He's going to brake a little early and look for a great exit out of this corner. Lyric kind of ruins that by showing up and taking ninth place away from him. So Scarlord absolutely just tumbling down the order here. Here we are with him. He's in P7 behind VPAPS. Let's see what happens to him in turn one. He gets past VPAPS. Oh, he goes out a bit wide into turn one. Surprisingly, that's not a penalty, but he is unable to get on the throttle quickly because he's in the very slippery, painted part of the track there. Oh, he does
second pin. Yeah.
Picks up a whole second, or another half second actually, because he already had half a second. That's what's brought him to one. And it's all come unraveled here for him, Azriel.
Yeah, AOJ got his wish there. He just was patient and waited for the penalties to fix his problem for him.
That's right.
So
now Lyric's picked up a half second. VPAPS was under attack, probably still is, but he knows that Lyric is going to have to serve that half second at some point. And that is the sun shining, folks. Drivers are coming in now. They're going to get on those dry tires. I thought I saw a dry line forming. It is fully sunny here. Ward's here. VPAPS is here. The two Dented Doors Audis are out together. They stayed out. That's Yannick and Drobo. They're going to go at it one more lap around with these inters, as is Empire. And I think
I'm really surprised. Really surprised to see those people pitting off the intermediates. Yeah. I mean, VPAPS I kind of get because he went in a lap early, so you know his tires are going to be way worse.
And we saw this about the same time frame we saw in Thursday's race when Plaka Plum came in a little early, got on those softs, and made an incredible run back through the field with everybody that stayed out on their intermediates.
That's right. I was going to say, I mean, you can see that for the most part, if you're off the curbs, that moisture meter staying below that line there, that first line, maybe on the back stretch that we just saw Scarlord on, saw it jump up a little bit. There are some places where it's still pretty sketchy out here, but you can see that dry line definitely forming. In fact, some of these drivers purposely staying off of it to keep their inters cool.
Right. I did see, we know D-Rock pitted. We also saw VIP Rowdy Burns pit. I know Rowdy came out on the softs. I'm not sure. I have to assume D-Rock did the same thing. So, I mean, if these drivers ahead of them stay out on these intermediates, expect to see them coming through the field, just like we saw Plaka on Thursday.
I think they will stay out on. We only got 2 laps to run after this, lap 17 and 18 here once these guys cross. So you can see them all there trying to find some moisture to keep those tires cool. But that sun is fully shining and that dry line is light gray.
Yannick's in trouble with his tires.
Who is?
Yannick.
Yannick.
P3, his tires were almost shot already.
I gotta say, it worked for Plaka because A, he was on wet, so he had a really good gap when he went into the pit.
Mm-hmm. True.
And then B, I mean, he had that gap, and so he wasn't that far behind. He could make those soft tires work. There's only 2 laps left for these guys, so I don't know if they're going to be able to make up that much time from P10, P9.
Right.
D-Rock was the P9. He was on the wets, but he's now out on softs. He jumped first. And those softs are already looking pretty bad, and he's only on lap 17 of 18. Here's Oak, our leader, staying out on those inters, and he looks to be in really good shape. He's got 5.2 seconds. I don't think anybody on a slick tire is going to catch him anytime soon. Empire behind, I don't believe pitted. I think also stayed out. This whole top 4 or 5 all stayed out. Yeah.
Empire. Oh, that left front.
For Yannick. Well, the only person that Yannick is facing is a teammate. That's Drobo. So I think, team orders are the rule of the day here for them. Drobo is going to go ahead and get around Yannick. That front left absolutely demolished. He can barely make these right-hand turns here. Might pick up a penalty right there. Bill Milk is in the same boat.
I think
his tires are gone.
Fronts are absolutely gone. The AOJ, same situation. I mean, this is literally just survival here for these drivers who are still on the intermediate tires.
Oh, Lyric.
Oh man.
Ouch.
Oh man. This is bad news bears for a lot of
Final lap,
drivers right now.
Final lap.
Final lap. Scarler with another penalty, sitting in P8 now. No one around to take the position after serving it, but it is what it is. D-Rock. D-Rock was running P2. He's got half a second now. He's fighting B-Paps, and a little bit of contact between them into turn 1 there. I wonder what that was about. They both have fairly fresh tires. Nobody should be thinking they're breaking that bad.
I mean, they're the only two guys on track with slick tires, and figures that they're next to each other fighting instead of passing all those guys in front of them with wasted intermediate tires.
Not great.
They shouldn't be fighting. I mean, they should have formed a pack. You know, pinky finger promise, let's go. Put these slick tires to work. And instead they're fighting. Oh man.
Given how far away they are, though, I don't think it was going to work out. It's too late. I think you were right.
Holding on.
It only worked for one driver because it worked for them. Oak coming through, about halfway done with the race here. Sorry, that's the last corner right there. So Oak is going to cross the line in first place, a dominant win by 5.8 seconds over provisionally Empire, who is going to cross the line now.
Look at that.
Made it
47.
Yeah, Drobo in third place. And then Yannick fell down only 2 positions ultimately and crossed the line in 4th place. We got Spilled Milk, who's made his way up to 5th after starting in 9th. And the AOJ in 6th place. Here comes Lyric, who's made his way back up to P7. B-Paps into P8. Scarlord will take P9, D-Rock 10th, and then War in 11th. VIP's Rowdy Burns is still out here. He's had kind of a quiet race, if I'm not mistaken. He's going to cross in P12, that beautiful Audi livery there. I think that's the IORT livery, right?
No.
No, who is that? VIP, thank you. Slow 6
That's your
GTO.
skirt team.
Skirt, thank you. Slow for P13, rather.
Yeah,
Wheelhouse Racing. All right, guys, that was a race. Wow. It was different from Thursdays.
That was intense, especially mid-pack. That was some great racing there.
Lots and lots of back and forth going through there. I'll go ahead and read out our provisional results here. We have K Naranjo won this race in P1, Empire in P2, Drobo will take P3, and Yannick took P4. In 5th, we have Spilled Milk in the only M4, the AOJ in 6th place. PhD Lyric took 7th. 8th place will be B Pabst. For 9th, you're gonna have somebody in 9th place. There you go. VIP Scarlord. D-Rock took 10th place. 11th place is War, and in 12th, we got VIP's Rowdy Burns. Slow 06 GTO took 13th, and Jay Smith, unfortunately, did not finish this race. He disconnected on lap 4.
Yeah.
Whew, all right. First race of the evening, done. Division 2, done. Thoughts on this one, Azriel?
You know, the rain was not the same, as Thursday's race, and the practices should have shown, you got to be prepared to mix it up. And I think we saw a completely different strategy race than Thursday. And man, Oak put on a clinic. Great race from him. And yeah, you're right, that mid-pack, crazy good racing, a lot of back and forth, undercuts, flips, slides, penalties abound. It was a good race to watch.
It was 4th to 11th. I mean, they were on top of each other almost the entire race. So good stuff. Congratulations to the drivers. Congrats to Oak on the win.
Congratulations to Oak. Brilliant stuff from the mid-pack for sure. And really, I mean, we did see some people who had damage and the like, so I would assume that some things happened, but we didn't see a lot of, folks flying off track or anything like that, even with these drivers racing as closely as they were in the rain. I mean, that just speaks volumes to the level of racing that we have here in this league, in the VIP GT World Championship, rather. That's just Division 2. Division 1's coming up in even faster cars. at an even faster track with more rain. But I think so far as putting on a show goes, Division II has set the bar really, really high for Div I to come in.
Yeah.
Actually, I think, Papa, we've seen a couple of evenings where the Div II race was actually more exciting than Div I
Yeah,
was.
absolutely.
Yeah, they're just so closely packed. It looks like no shade.
Yeah, I gotta give props to VIP because I don't know if I've seen as stacked. I mean, calling this Division II is kind of funny. It's
Yeah,
Right.
because
it's
I
more
mean,
like
what
we ran
they're
out of space in Division I, you know?
yeah, I mean, two World Series drivers are racing in Division II. That's crazy. So this league is incredible, and I know
Yes.
everyone's having a ton of fun doing this. Unless you disconnect, you get taken out in lap one. So we'll hope for neither of those things in our next race.
Yeah, let's hope for
Agreed.
neither of those things. You know, mechanical issues are sometimes par for the course, but everyone puts in so much practice. You really just hope that everyone gets the chance to show it on track and like put their best foot forward and get whatever positions they get just based on merit. Unfortunately, we don't always get what we want. Fingers crossed for Div 1 though. So we have a
Yes.
couple of minutes here, well, a little less than a couple of minutes before we go on a break. Papa, do you have any final thoughts that you want to share about this race?
Great combo, great racing. Both races, Thursdays and tonight's. Varying strats, two different, like Ezreal was saying, two different style races. I think tonight's race was definitely heavily influenced by Thursday night's race. And everybody probably went and did some practicing on Friday or this morning and figured out their final strats. But it was great racing. I mean, that's all I can say. It was great racing.
Yeah, can't complain about it for sure. Let's go ahead and let you folks take a break. We got a quick like 10-minute situation here. We'll let you guys get hydrated, get some water, and get prepared for the Division I race. We'll see you in just a few.
See ya.
The forests of Spa-Francorchamps have witnessed legends. They've seen heroes, heartbreak, and the occasional moment of absolute madness. And today, they're about to witness another chapter. Welcome to round 3 of the VIPGTWC Championship, where one of the greatest circuits in motorsport stands ready to ask the same question it has asked every driver for generations. Are you brave enough? Right now, Big Pace sit proudly at the top of the championship. Calm, clinical, ruthlessly efficient. They've turned consistency into an art form, and every other team has been left chasing shadows. But championships are never won in July, because lurking just behind are the RPM Bandits, a team with the speed to shake up the order at any moment. The unpredictable wildcards, capable of producing brilliance when nobody expects it. And the relentless S7R Titans, who know that one great afternoon at Spa can change the entire complexion of a season. This isn't just another race. This is Eau Rouge taken flat. This is late braking into Les Combes. This is courage through Blanchiment, and a final charge to the bus stop where championships can be made or destroyed. The weather may change, strategies will unfold, nerves will fray. But when the lights go out, none of that matters. Because at Spa, reputations mean nothing. Only speed, only commitment, only victory. Round 3 of the VIPGTWC Championship is coming up next.
Thanks again to Jeremy Clarkson for his titillating intro to the race here. I mean, the video is not wrong. Spa
Awesome.
is
Yeah.
it's awesome. Yeah, it is awesome. Love these little recaps. They're better than I could do, for sure. Spa is such an old storied track. And it continues to challenge people. I mean, you would think that, like, by changing it, by making it more modern, quote unquote, that it would have sterilized the track, but it really hasn't. It's so technical. Every corner is different, and yet it's one of the fastest tracks in the world. Are you a fan, Azriel? Do you like this track at all?
Yeah, of course. I mean, such a
Don't say of course. Not everyone likes everything.
it's a great track. It's so hard to be fast at this track too, compared to everyone else, because everyone knows the track, so well. I could sit in bed and go through every corner in my head, and there are thousands of people that could do the same thing. So it's tough to be fast.
It's pretty easy, I guess, because, like I said, everybody's used to it. We know the track. You can be fast for a lap or two, but to be consistently fast during the duration of a race, there's just so many opportunities to screw your race up, which is what I normally do. But I do like Spa. I am a fan of Spa.
Yeah,
2 minute and 16 to 20 second lap. You have so many corners, and every corner you can gain or lose tenths of a second.
So let's throw rain in there.
Oh,
why not?
And
Why not?
VIP has brought it this round with the theme of, beat the rain,
Master the rain.
the rain, and it's coming here at Spa for sure.
100%. And it is a tough track. There are so many spots on it that are so critical, yet it's so fast. And if you mess them up, you just lose the pack. Let's talk about our race here. We've got another 10-minute qualifier. And this is also an 18-lap race, but it's a much longer lap than what we saw at Red Bull Ring. But we're in faster cars. We're in Group 3 cars here from the same manufacturer as before. This time we've got the Audi R8 LMS Evo, the BMW M6 GT3 Sprint model. There's also an endurance model. And then we have the Mercedes-AMG GT3, which is the Group 3 variant that we're using, although there is a Group 3 SLS as well. Beautiful, beautiful cars, all three of these. Just absolute legends in real life GT3 racing, and we love them in the game for sure. Papa, if you could, please tell us who's on the grid tonight.
All righty. Well, for Big Pace, our leader in points, as the video stated out, they've got quite the lead. We have Super S2K and Get Busy. With Sector 7 Titans, Mr. Racing and Rusty Maggots. Then for the wild cards, we have Wicco and Swizzle. For Team Ghosts, Yogle and Doodle Bob. And then for Team Gotifi, I always want to say Gotify. For Team Gotifi, we have the co-proprietor himself, Cyrus Nicky and JP Scale. For RPM Bandits, we have all 4 drivers. We have Crawler, Boyd, Claire, and Higher.
Wow, RPM Bandits really just putting all their eggs literally into one basket, all 4 drivers, and on the Saturday race. And hopefully, their fortunes are great for them here. Ideally, you'd split them, right? But, scheduling works the way scheduling works. So we do have a change on the grid from what we read. Instead of Swizzle, it's going to be Jorge for the wild cards tonight. So sorry about that being incorrect there, but we love to see Jorge. If I'm not mistaken, did he win the last race he was in? Last round, or maybe he came in very high up?
He got second. Crawler came in first.
With that last minute pass at Daytona, that's correct. And Jorge came from a fairly long way back, as I recall correctly, in that race. So definitely one to watch. Clearly does well at high speed tracks like Daytona. Spa, though, it's a whole different beast from any other track for sure.
Absolutely.
Boy, that changes things for me a little bit. I was looking at the grid, picking my favorites, and now that I know that Jorge's on the track, it's gonna change things a little bit.
Well,
it does change things a little bit.
And I've been watching Jorge on track for a couple of years now through various leagues, and the guy is just so fast in everything he does. He's very impressive. Hard to beat.
Hard to beat any kind of car.
Yep, Big Pace better be on their best game again. Big Pace held off Wid last Thursday night, last race, so see if they can do it again with Jorge.
Well, I believe it was Big Pace that Jorge left behind last time around. So it's definitely got to be. It's, love Jorge, but it's so easy to root against him. If only because
right?
You just want to see someone just, take the Titan down. That's all it is. It's nothing personal, Jorge. Just want to see someone take the Titan down. Maybe we'll see that tonight. Spa is such a big track. We may not see that much battling, but if there's going to be battling, I'm sure he's going to be involved. I'll say that much for sure. Though he tends to make quick work of making passes on people.
Yeah. I totally agree with you.
Guys,
in Thursday's race, we saw lap 1, Eau Rouge was chaos. I think 4 or 5 people had their race drastically altered in just a few corners. So
you are correct.
We're going to see that tonight.
Hopefully not. I mean, even on Thursday night, it was a bit of an anomaly. Division I drivers are world class. If anyone can get through Eau Rouge cleanly or any of these other crazy corners, it's them. Turn 1 isn't much better. La Suisse, right? It's tough going in some of these corners around this track. Even on through, past Kemmel Strait into Lake Holm, you're still going to have these cars really bunched up and really still jockeying for position, typically up until you get to that first, hairpin, Brousset. So tough first lap, tough first sector and second sector at this track when you first start the race. Once you're able to find your spot, it gets easier. It's such a good racetrack for battling and fighting it out, but not great when there are 3 or 4 cars trying to fight and battle it out. It's still fairly narrow around here.
First we have to get through qualifying, and like our Red Bull race we just saw, we, at least in Thursday's race, found the rain came in the middle of qualifying, and if you didn't get a good banker in, you had a tough battle, tough uphill climb to
Yep.
improve on your lap time. So this qualifying is going to be great, and we're about to see that. And before we do, I just want to give a shout out to Upshift Media Studios. These guys have been phenomenal, giving the best commentating and broadcasting in the business right now. I think they are the business, in fact. So, you guys go like and subscribe, hit the channel up, and, throw them a donation. These guys are doing this here, on a Saturday night with us. So, throw them a bone, and it'll help them out. So,
Thanks, Azrael.
Hey, yeah, help me out. My girlfriend literally said to me, and I quote, "What? Listen, if you're going to be taking time away from me, I need to see a check." I said, "Ma'am, okay, I got you. Help us out." I do have some news. We just spent all that time talking about the guy. It looks like Jorge's not going to make it tonight. So
No.
wild cards are down a driver.
oh,
Not going to be on track tonight. That does give everyone else here a chance. I mean, listen, points really matter. This is ultimately a championship, and when someone that you know is going to take a huge chunk of points is gone, it's time. It's go time. It's time to maximize on that. You're probably going to see a lot of racers really trying their absolute best to fill that spot that normally would be filled by a Jorge-sized vehicle.
man, that is tough. They have, if I recall, 8 drivers on their team, and there's 4 spots. So, they couldn't get one dude on the grid, and that sucks because you don't show up, you don't get points. So their team is just going to lose out.
So,
And that's great for everyone else. So,
yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, though, Azrael. If they can get a driver in before qualifying ends,
they could start at the back of the grid.
Start at the back. Okay. So they've got, 7 minutes?
Well,
7.5 minutes to get a driver in there.
if it were any other team, I would say, dang, that sucks. But if Jorge makes it here and is at the back of the grid, everything that we said before still stands.
Yeah, right?
Everything we said
Well,
still stands. We've seen him come
I
back.
gotta say, this grid is super good. Crawler, we're looking at him now on track. This guy is insanely fast as well.
I love this guy.
He doesn't do a lot of league racing, so that's why a lot of you may not have seen him before, unless you're in the dailies, and he dominates the dailies.
He's a co-Beetle driver. I love Crawler.
Yeah, he does. He does like the Beetle.
I love the Beetle too.
But man, I mean, we've got the AMS guys, Super 2K and Get Busy. Those guys, insanely fast as well. I think his ESN name here is It Looks to Kill. Get Busy's crazy fast. Cyrus Nicky, he's on my IRO team. Super solid, consistent, steady driver. I love seeing him on track. Watching him drive, he's always so smooth. So it's going to be a fun race. Good group of drivers.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm seeing a little bit of, can't tell if I'm seeing some netcode jitters there from some drivers. Mr. Racing was one. Super S2K seems to have straightened out there, but for a second I thought he was kind of shifting around too, and that might have an effect on this race. We have seen a driver red flag, or black flag rather.
Black flag, yeah.
Because of lag, and hopefully that's not the case here. Again, we don't want to lose any drivers to anything other than their own actions, quite frankly. As my teammate S7R, Rusty Maggots, gets around in that beautiful Audi. What up, Rusty? Do it for S7R. This is
BMW.
BMW, we have an M6. Let's go. And those traditional M colors, those M Sport colors. I am a huge BMW fan in real life, mostly the classics, but I really can't help but feel a sense of pride even when the newer BMWs take the track. Oh, we have another one, Voidsy. One that is a killer livery there.
Another super fast driver right there.
Oh yeah.
We didn't see a single BMW in Thursday's race.
No, in either race we didn't see a BMW.
Yeah, It was almost all the R8.
Yep.
And we saw maybe one or two in Mercs, but so really, really cool to see some M6s here.
Yeah, that's pretty sick, and it did work out really, really well for Wheelhouse Racing in the last race here in Division II. So maybe, you know, a couple of Div I upsets coming from that car as well. We'll see. I really love the M6. It's a great car. It's a fun car. It used to be almost impossible to drive with those twin turbos kicking in, but a little bit of a change a few years ago made it a super drivable car. It's got decent top end. It's got a V8, so you can save some fuel in it, and it doesn't handle too bad either. It's a very underrated car. Doesn't sound too bad either for something with a twin turbo, though. You would like to hear more V8. It almost sounds like a V8 Dyson, if you will.
You know, the M6 was, man, it was meta at so many tracks. And then that pop-up paint just kind of kicked it down the rung a little bit on the ladder. And, you know, it's got some dirt in its face, but I mean, with the talent that we have on track here, I bet they will be able to extract every little inkling of pace out of that car.
I think so too. You see these drivers using every inch of the track given to them. We have some times in here. I'm going to let these guys cross the line though to get an updated time tree as drivers put in their second hot lap. Well, they're going to pit anyway, so we might as well call out times. AMS Super S2K has pole right now with a 217.252 if looks could kill. Behind him with a 217.401. Gagala's in the pits, but they've got a 217.7, as does Doodlebob, who's also in the pits. Higher Place is in the pits with a 217.8. Crawler has got the first 218, a 218.1. VIP's Player has a 218.4. Cyrus Nicky sitting on a 218.5. JP Scale with a 218.6. Mr. Racing has a 218.7. S7R's Rusty Maggots with a 219.2. Wicco has a 219.5, and then Voidsy with a 2 with no time so far for Voidsy. But we're going to see more times coming in. Again, lots of those drivers in the pits right now to take different tires. And we'll see how that works out for them in just a couple of minutes here. 2 minutes left in qualifying. So those drivers will get one out lap and one fast lap. Here's AMS S2K, huge amount of slip there, going to try and beat that 217.252. They are purple in the second sector as a result, probably of that slipstream, or maybe I think it's the first sector still on this track.
I'm really surprised to only see, you know, 5 217s on track right now. I kind of wonder if this track is just feeling really slow right now, super cold, having trouble getting those tires heated up, and I don't see any windshield wipers going. You know, on Thursday's race, we were in intermediate territory at this point.
Yeah.
Really?
A minute 15 left in this qualifying. You know, unless they cross the line before they hit 0, they get another lap. But you know, I think we'll see some better times. I don't think we'll see a 216. Maybe I'll get surprised, but some of those dudes in the 218s I know can hit a 217. So maybe we'll see it.
Yeah, I think we'll see at least some of the 218s drop down to 217. Super S2K is only 2.5 tenths away from a 216 and seem to be running pretty well, but I don't think they pitted for a fresh set of tires, which I think matters. Maybe we can take a look and see. The Crawler definitely not pitted and has just opted to stay out and isn't pitting here because there's really no point. I don't think they're going to be able to do better than
half a second.
Never mind. Super S2K is going to cross the line here. He does not improve on his time. If looks could kill, is nowhere near finishing that lap right now. Who's that? I think that's Crawler who's parked it now, having done what he came to do. Cyrus Nicky has parked it in the pits. I think giving up, going to sit on that 218.5 there. No one is touching Super S2K so far. But we do have a couple of people who are still out. These two guys, or sorry, Mr. Racing, I think just now starting their fast lap, still on it.
Yeah, Nikki's in the pit, so he's done. I know he can hit a 217, so I'm sure he's disappointed with that time.
Well, it's a longish race at a long track, so he's going to get some opportunities there. Just tuck in, get in the slip, and attack in the corners and see where you can end up here at the end of this race.
I thought Voidsey just got his lap in. Where did he end up?
Nice.
7 something.
217.9.
Okay.
Just barely got in there. Boydie hadn't set a time yet when we went through the order the first time around, so we really weren't sure where he was going to end up.
Good lap for that BMW.
Very good lap. Absolutely. Who was our other BMW? It was Boydie and
Wicko.
Where has Wicko ended up?
I think Wicko is down in 13th, yeah.
13th. Wow, the 219.5. That just sounds like not getting a good lap more than an issue with the car.
I agree.
It's hard around here with only 10 minutes. Long lap, long out lap. And
you're
so easy.
you're right on that. His car is swirly on track. Mr. Racing. A little bit of lag going on.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, we'll see if it affects drivers. I mean, it won't be an issue if he's not racing closely with anyone, but certainly if there's a lot of door-to-door or even bumper-to-bumper action, if it seems like he is impeding other drivers or creating an unsafe condition, that car will unfortunately be black flagged. Fingers crossed it doesn't happen here. This will bring us pretty much to the end of quali. I don't see anyone's arrow moving particularly fast here. I think that everyone has taken the checkered flag. We're going to let the timer run down and then go to those race results for you. Well. Asriel, get your foot off the table, bro. Foot off the production table. It's okay.
I was just chilling, I'm enjoying the qualifying.
Great. Absolutely.
You're a guest in our booth. You are a guest in our booth. But catering has brought lunch, and you just can't have your foot on the table right now. I'm sorry.
Thanks, Asriel.
Uneventful qualifying there. I know some drivers tried to, kind of at the last minute get their time in, and I don't think I saw very many time improvements. I mean, the crawler did jump up to third without taking a pit stop. So that was fantastic there for the crawler. I'm going to go ahead and have you, Asriel, please read the provisional qualifying results.
Sure. All right. We got AMS Super 2K with Big Pace Racing, 217.25, super good time. And in P2, his teammate, Get Busy, 217.4. We've got Crawler in 217.69. Don't be fooled. It is Crawler. It says not Crawler. It is him.
It is.
Don't let him fool you. We got Jogel, 217.7. Fifth place, Doodle Bob, 217.78. Higher place, 217.8. Boydesy, 217.97. Eighth place, VIP Player, 218.49. We have in ninth place, Cyrus Nicky in the RA, 218.51. JP Scale, 218.62. And then the two S7R buddies, P11 and 12. Mr. Racing, 218.7. And Rusty Maggot, 292. And Wicco pulling up the N, P13, the M6, 290.5. And we're missing, was it a wild card? We're missing a wild card team member. Maybe they get in here before we start the race. We'll find it.
Come on, get on in here.
We're gonna talk really slow. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'll go ahead and read out our drivers' championship, at least what it looks like right now. So in first place, we've got Rodrigo with big pace with 50 points. Flopsters in second with IORT with 49 points. In third, you got JP Scale. That's Team Gotifi with 48 points. Looky with big paces in fourth with 46 points. Super S2K also with big pace in fifth with 44 points. And you got Get Busy with big pace in sixth with 41 points. In seventh, you're looking at Wid with S7R Titans. He's got 40 points, tied with Cyrus Nikki in eighth with Team Gotifi. In the ninth, Bacon Dance with Infinite Octane and Friends. Hey, that's your team, Asriel. In 36 with the ninth with 36 points rather. In 10th place, we've got the Truth Serum with S7R Titans, who's got 35 points on the championship. In the team championship, Big Pace, of course, leads the way with 181 points. Then Team Gotifi in second with 144 points. Infinite Octane and Friends will round out the top three with 136 points. In fourth, we're looking at S7R's Titans with 127 points. RPM Bandit sits in fifth right now with 65 points. The Wild Cards in sixth with 54 points. And Ghosts in seventh with 47 points so far on the team championship. You can visit motorsportleagues.com for the complete standings, individual drivers. Of course, I would give them a day or two to update after tonight's races rather. Well, almost time to start this spa thing. Nerves are rising at this point. If I can think about what I would be going through right now, especially at a track called Spa, with the drivers that are in here, I mean, heart beating, hands a little bit sweaty on my wheel. Just man, how do you mentally prepare for such a high level race at such a difficult track, Papa?
Practice. And practice, especially for the conditions. It's going to rain. You're going to have tire strats, fuel strats. It's all got to play out. But if you want a good race, you need to practice. This isn't a race you can just jump in and go. So we know all these teams, drivers have put in plenty of practice throughout the week. I'm sure there were probably some minor adjustments again after Thursday's race. People saw kind of what they're looking at and were able to make those final adjustments. But it's going to be a good race. I just know it is.
Yeah, sure thing. I mean, seat time is so important. And then just knowing your strategy is half the battle of like going in there and feeling prepared. Asriel obviously is team principal, all about getting the team together to practice, to figure out what the best strat is. It's so hard at a track this long though, right? Like running full races at Spa just to get an idea of when the rain's going to come, how long it's going to last, how intense it's going to be. That's super time consuming. How do you guys split those duties up, or how does it work?
I mean, fortunately Spa kind of has such a good flow. It doesn't feel like it's that long, but we need TKs here with this song, Spa, 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 Spa. That would help. It
Jump in the booth.
it's such a nice flowing track, it doesn't get that bad. But I will say also in our practice with just the team and then a full grid, we saw totally varying different levels of rain coming at different points, sooner or later. And I'm really curious if we're going to see a totally different race tonight as we did on Thursday. So,
Right. And as you pointed out, Asriel, in qualifying here, there was no rain tonight, and there was on Thursday. So the benefit to tonight's drivers. Hopefully they were able to take advantage of it. But yeah, it's up in the air. It's up to Mother Nature.
makes it a lot more exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's the lobbies are set up such that you choose in different time slots what kind of weather you'd like to see, whoever's actually setting up the lobby, right? So there are 4 official rain time slots in this race, and yet like you said, it still becomes unpredictable, especially the longer the race goes, the longer the track is, the more unpredictable it can be as far as when and where rain is going to hit. At a track like Spa, it can make a difference if it's going to hit you like early on in the lap versus later on in the lap. And we've seen it play out like that in real life time and time again. It's going to be the same around here. It's just, you don't know what you're going to get. So good luck
Right.
to the drivers.
You've got the Spa or the Gran Turismo RNG, random number generator. What are you gonna get?
Right.
Never the same. But we do know for sure it's gonna be wet.
We do know it's going to be wet.
Yes.
So we're going to
Do it.
head all out onto the grid now, or actually everyone's going to get off the grid and just leave the cars there. We'll see if they start out in the wet. So it's definitely cloudy in the area, and nope, it looks like we're dry right now. Drivers are going to be on racing tires. In fact, Super S2K on those racing mediums up top. So the engine notes will be rising now as we start to go green at Spa. A good launch by Super S2K. His teammate, if looks could kill, right next door to him, a higher place out of the gate with the Mercedes up to P3, just like its little brother, the SLS. However, it's on the wrong side of the track here for La Source, and so VIP's not crawler, aka the crawler, will get to keep P4 there, sorry, P3 there behind the other two Audis. Coming through Eau Rouge, this was where Thursday's race went all wrong for many drivers, and so far as I can see back there, everyone got through nice and neatly. I mean, these drivers are single file like it wasn't a grid start.
Yeah.
The crawler just peeked out of if looks to kill slipstream there. Nothing doing. Is going to remain in that position, a higher place up in P4, also sticking to them. The only Mercedes in the top 5 right now, perhaps in the top 10 actually. I think I saw a little BMW tail light there, but okay, that was lag.
Lobby
lag.
lag.
I thought I saw something happening, just lag. False alarm, folks. False alarm. Guys, is there really only one Mercedes on the grid? Is it a higher place? I hadn't even noticed.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Wow.
Yeah, that's surprising.
So vehicle.
Everyone is so tight. I mean, from P1 to P13, everyone's within probably 3 seconds.
Yep, mostly in those Audis. Where out is it? Stuttgart for Audi and BMW, or in Volkswagen? One of them. One of those cities.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mercedes with only one representative, which is the complete opposite of the Division II race. But what can you do here? So he's going to be bullied a little bit. Distinct Boydesy is, bullying player on that note. Distinct in one of 2 BMWs on track, and he is squarely in Boise's slip there, though he backs off just a little bit to make it through that kink. Paul Frere, I believe, is the name of the corner. And we're finishing up our first lap of the race. No major incidents there. Did I just see somebody get stuck back there, or was it lag also? I think it was lag. I thought saw somebody stuck on the outside, but we're good to go there. So that's lap 1 at Spa, and it has been incredibly neat, which is not something we see a lot of, Papa.
No, absolutely. You are correct. Everybody's been doing really well. I'm impressed.
If anything, I think they're being a little too polite.
A little bit, I'd like to see a few elbows out myself, but we're in the booth. We're not racing. We can't tell them what to do exactly. Well, Azrael, you might be able to. If we see you hop out and jump into PSN, we know what happened.
Look, those get pace guys are up front, P1 and 2, and they're forming an R8 wall right now. They're not going to let anyone by.
They're not. They had a little bit of a gap there that Crawler has closed up just a bit, but still you can see them starting to separate themselves, and then the Crawler all the way back to Doodlebob here also kind of together, but have built a gap to Jogal in 6th place there. It's 1.3 seconds. So these drivers are going to want to catch back up, maybe bunch back up and get back in the slip, or get left behind.
Yeah, within 1.3, you're still barely in slip range. You go outside of that, like we're seeing right now, they're
Yeah,
going to lose
VIP
that
player.
slip.
Player just got around Yagal there. Voisey trying, but can't. JP Scale behind him with half a second penalty, so he's going to get backed up into that group of cars behind him there. He's maybe not quite going to lose touch with these drivers here, but also perhaps because the penalty is served in a very fast part of the track coming up right now, actually. So let's see how far behind he falls in comparison to the other drivers. Not too bad actually, but here comes Cyrus Nicky, who's obviously carrying more speed, might even catch up to him by the time we get to the hairpin. And yeah, I take it back. He did absolutely lose touch with those other cars. Loving the gold on the hood of the VIP cars here. This is a beautiful livery. It looks very Iron Man-like, which, you know, big Audi placement in the Iron Man movie, so why not?
Good call. Oh, yeah.
Tons of Audi product placement in those movies. So this is actually a really good look. It definitely matches. And again, another just quiet lap around Spa. I think these drivers are saving it for another time. And it also keeps them nice and close to each other, which I love to see. Because it does create opportunities for fighting. I think it's only a matter of time before folks start to pop out on one another. On that note, here's Yagal getting out of VIP player slipstream, but too soon, and VIP able to maintain position there, and Yagal has to settle for 7th place yet again.
That was a mistake to pop out that early. You're just gonna lose it.
I think so too. Maybe a bump draft if you're starting to run out of space there for that for the slip and hope that you can catch them up before braking, but yeah, definitely not great to pop out there already. This is a camera angle I'm not sure I've seen before, but I've done so much commentary around here. I'm surprised to see a camera angle I'm not familiar with. That was interesting. You know what I'd like to see is the camera angles matching what the helicopter does.
Oh, that'd be great. An overhead view.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's so ironic to be watching the broadcast and see the helicopter overhead and realize, well, we never really get the helicopter movie. Looking at Super S2K leading the race, drives for Big Pace, of course. He's in 5th in the Drivers' Championship, and we did see that Big Pace is 1st in the Team Championship, and looks to continue that here. No Jorge to spoil it this time around, Papa.
Nope, not this time. And this is exactly what Big Pace did Thursday night, too. 2 drivers in Thursday's race. They pretty much kept control of the race from lap 1 through the end. So we'll see if Crawler, who's doing a great job keeping up with them, and that AMG with higher place right behind him.
Wow. Who is the team proprietor for Big Pace? Who put these guys together?
It is... I think it might be S2K.
Looky is what we're getting from production here. So Looky, we gotta keep an eye on Looky. He's a great manager, putting together some amazing boy bands, as you can see here. we gotta keep an eye on that guy when he's building teams, because so far it's a team of absolute superstars. On that note, we got Crawler with the Bandits, and that guy's super high energy. I really love getting him in the interview booth. It's always a good time, and he's a super quick driver. He's never out of it, is he?
No.
What surprises me about Crawler is he uses a lot of assists, and that's not very common with the fastest drivers in Gran Turismo. And
true.
This dude makes it work. He's using AMS and counter steering. He's using, both of those. Maybe he's on controller.
I was gonna ask if he's on a controller, though. I think counter steering is easier on a controller, but maybe using the assist is easier on the tires. Who knows?
I don't know. He had me use both those assists with the Beetle during one of the daily races, and it was night and day difference. So whatever he's doing, I'm doing too.
Nice. I haven't tried the assist since Gran Turismo Sport. Outside of ABS and TCS, I haven't tried any of the other ones since Sport, and I didn't like the way they felt. But I'm sure just like anything else, it takes getting used to.
All right, there's saying in the chat, the crawler's not on controller, so I'll trust that bit. I mean, he puts those assists to work. It works for him. So.
We will trust it. And I'm looking at the track here. Lots and lots of drivers. Ooh, almost lost it there for Boise. It's so tough through that hairpin.
Yeah,
a little sketchy. Lots of drivers really close to each other, but I haven't really seen anyone making a move here. Do we think, Papa, that they're trying to save those tires? Everyone's on the medium, so I'm guessing they expected to go a little bit long before they had to change into the wets here. Starting to wear them down. What do you think, Papa?
Yeah, I'm surprised nobody has been making any passes. We haven't seen anybody really pushing a position. I mean, this race, it's already at 30% of the way done, and it's just you're gonna have to
kind of in a procession.
Yeah, and it's doing is just stretching out. It's gonna be harder and harder to get these spots.
So the reason you don't see anyone on soft tires is because at the middle of lap 5, softs are dead. But the rain is usually hitting right about now. And, going into lap 6 or end of lap 6 is when we would expect to see people going in to pit for rain tires. And I don't see anything happening on track right now.
Yeah, I don't either.
Very, very interesting.
Well, if only we could see the radar for drivers, but unfortunately, that's not something that Gran Turismo has ever given us control of, to be able to see what that HUD is showing them on the bottom right. Maybe the next Gran Turismo game, because we have no idea what's coming up. The drivers will see it before we do. For those of you who are uninitiated, this game does have a radar feature that you can use and zoom out as far as possible to see if rain is coming, what direction it's coming from, and get a gauge for how fast it's coming as well. These drivers will know, and when we start to see them jump into the pits, we'll know what's about to start happening here. The VIP player is all over the back of Boise here, both in the Audi, of course, one for Team RPM and the other not for Team RPM, I believe for thank you. They're both VIP scale racers. Okay. They're both VIP, but I mean, in race, I am missing the name of the team, but that's all right. No worries.
That's Team Godify, isn't it? All four of them are in this race?
Thank you. I believe so. Yeah, that red and gold livery, if I'm not mistaken, is. If I could find that tab, I could tell you. Yeah, JP Scales, Ford, yeah. Godify, Go TP, how are we saying it?
It's Godify.
It's Godify. And you know
I
what?
like
It doesn't matter. Side by side into Eau Rouge between no player gets the best of that. And I think JP Scale might have picked up a penalty. Yep, that's half a second right there. Maybe there was a hip check. If we can check the replay,
I think there was.
We'll see. A little bit of a lean there.
Of all the places to pass.
I would almost say that maybe JP Scale should have given a bit more room there. I think he was trying real hard to not go out wide in that corner and ended up bouncing himself off of JP Scale and off of player. And that's all she wrote. So half a second there, that's going to push him back into the cars behind. We have something going on for fourth place, though, between Crawler and a higher place. Crawler was in third. So something
he's lost a couple spots.
Bob. Say again?
He's lost a couple spots. Crawler has, and it looks like he's in danger of losing a couple more. If JP or if higher place gets in the inside, I mean, that's going to open the door for the two behind him, 6th and 7th.
That's right. I don't see any damage on the car, so maybe just went out wide or something like that, lost some time, and that backed him up into this car here. I think I see wipers going on the Mercedes. It's hard to tell, but I think I saw, yes, you can just barely see something swiping across that windshield. So the rain has started. Oh, and the moisture meter is showing moisture on the bottom left there next to those tires. So folks are going to start coming in for the inters, I think, at the very least. This is
Yep, we have rain on track.
as
You're
real,
gonna
right?
see,
Where you wanna risk it, where you wanna risk staying out for another lap.
yeah, the brave and the bold
The
will
brave
go
and the
another
bold.
lap. The
Uh,
smart people will go in right now.
Yeah,
We'll see.
I'm pitting if it's me.
I'm definitely getting our leaders are in. Looks like
Here they
top
come.
three at the very least. I think almost everyone we've seen has pitted. Will anyone stay out and take that overcut risk?
The
I don't think
procession
so.
continues.
I don't think so. Everyone's in. Wow.
All right.
Hey, by the way, if you're watching, take the time while everyone's on a break here to like and subscribe, please. We're gonna fill those cars up with fuel, take tires. It's a long pit lane. You got time. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and maybe consider a donation while we wait. It's gonna be a long stop, believe me.
So this race,
If Maps was in here, he'd have pitted for. He would not have pitted. You think he would have stayed out?
so we are going to see people not take fuel, like Player and Sire Snicky. Then we're going to see people fully fuel, and you've got intermediates or wet. Both of those are viable, but you're not going to get to the end one way or the other. They're going to be pitting on the slicks, either soft or medium, depending on how fast the track dries up at the end around lap 12. So really interesting to see those VIP dudes not take any fuel, and they're out in front of the Get Busy and Super 2K. That's very cool.
Yeah,
And,
well, watching a pass here, just real quick. I was watching a replay of a pass here between one of the big pace guys, If Looks Could Kill, versus Rusty Magus. Rusty a bit slow coming out of Eau Rouge Radion. Sorry, Azriel, what were you saying?
No, he passed him like that dude was standing still. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, I think he had a bad time through Eau Rouge or something.
It's easy to do. You can't do it flat out like you normally could, with the R8 in the rain.
It's really coming down now. You can see too, a second ago we had a great camera angle. Yeah, you can see those raindrops falling in front of the light from those headlights here. Talk about how beautiful this game is. I mean, Gran Turismo, such a stunning game to play and watch, of course. But yeah, we've come out of the pits. We've got a few people who didn't take fuel, which makes sense. If you know for a fact you're going to jump off of those wet tires anyway and get into the pits, you might as well. For those who stayed without taking fuel, maybe they're thinking there's a chance they go to the end and they just, or they're not, but they want to just pit and not take fuel. They just want to get out of there.
But here's an interesting idea. If you fill, oh no, we lost Player, so he disconnected from the race. We're gonna call the mechanical thing. Look, Get Busy gets busy on that exit out of Blanchimont and has a wiggle. Wow. So if you fill your car all the way up with fuel, your car is heavier.
That's right.
And in the rain, you could theoretically have better grip if you have full tank fuel. I think these guys may be doing some strategy here that not a lot of people think about.
Maybe. By the way, this was a moment for If Looks Could Kill a moment ago there as they head towards the final chicane. Got out onto the really slick stuff, but managed to bring it back and do okay. Got to be careful there. Super high speed section of the track. The Paul Frere, I believe, is who that corner's named after. It's something like that, or Blanchimont rather. For that, and here's a drag race towards Le Combe between If Looks Could Kill and Doodle Bob. If Looks Could Kill has been having to make quite a few passes. Doodle Bob with the better line for the first part of the chicane, but If Looks Could Kill will definitely have the inside here for Malmedy. But he's not able to make that stick. Doodle Bob will get around him and be on the brakes for Bousset. That has brought Rusty Maggots into the fight, who's going up the inside. If Looks Could Kill, a little bit of a tap there. Looks should have a better track position for the next couple of corners here, and sure enough, Rusty Maggots has to slot in behind. But what a sketchy area to be going side by side in the rain here, Papa.
Yeah, Rusty Maggots trying to make that pass. Had the line, like I said, coming through the hairpin, but looked like he lost some traction as they hit that sharp left coming down the hill.
That's
Looks to
right.
kill.
Yeah. Well, if looks could kill into it now as they head through rather the not final chicane, but one of the chicanes whose name I can't remember right now. You'd think I would know all the spa corner names, given how often we race here and how often I call races here. But man, these guys putting on a clinic. Of course, big mid-engine, it really helps with that Audi with the traction, but this just isn't easy right here, right? Into the brakes, I think there is more grip at that part of the track on the inside there in the rain. So if Looks to Kill really taking advantage of that and braking deep into Lefania. Oh, and Rusty Maggots is off. Rusty Maggots off the track.
Oh no!
Going through Paul Frere. How did that happen?
Oh, he turned left.
Did he power oversteer?
Went straight.
He just went straight. Okay, so fastest part of the track, or one of the fastest parts of the track, is on the brakes for Blanchiment, and yeah, he just gets on the gas.
Oof.
He manages to power oversteer on gas there, and that's
Look at
insane.
all those spots.
But we're in the wet, you know, we're in the wet, and everything's going to be a little bit different from what you would expect to see. And unfortunately,
that's not good for S7R.
No.
Both of those guys in 10th and 11th.
So he meets up with.
You know,
Go ahead.
Crawler is in 8th. I'm curious if he took all of his fuel or if he did not like his teammate. Okay. So he
might be part of it.
He might be in a net like P3, P4 right now. That's interesting.
Well,
Boise doing a great job. Up into 5th place.
Nice job, Boise. I hadn't even noticed. Yeah, he's slowly
with
made
the
his way.
BMW, yeah.
Nice job, Boise. And also took fuel, maybe not a full tank, but took fuel, so it looks good to get to the end of the race. We're halfway through right now. We're almost halfway through. We're working lap 9 of 18. So Boise could go all the way on the inters, depending on when this rain stops. Ooh, side by side between Crawler and VIP JP Scale. They're on the same team as far as Gran Turismo teams go, but they are not on the same team in this championship, and so
they're on the same team-ish.
Allegedly
definite
on
frenemies.
the same team. But today on track, they are frenemies, and so no bars will be held. I'm sure JP Scale wants to get away from a higher place, and Yogal behind. I mean, this mid-pack has pretty much been together for the entire race, with the exception of Crawler, who was running in the top 3 before falling back here, likely in the pit stops. But he's leading, and he's being a pretty good leader. You think maybe JP Scale might decide to stay behind him. He knows how fast his teammate must be.
So I know that Cyrus and Player didn't take any fuel. Did the AMS guys take fuel? Or
I think so.
Can we look at P1 or P3?
Yeah, I'd say they did.
Cyrus think he didn't look good. That's right.
Okay, so wow. So those guys in 1 and 2, they've 1 and 3 in a great spot. Cyrus, he's gonna be in trouble.
Okay, so we have a higher place challenging Yogal for P8 into La Source. That's turn 1, and he makes that stick. I think Yogal really can't come back against him unless he can get him on the run down towards Eau Rouge here. We'll see. JP Scale is in the way, though. If Yogal is to make anything happen, it's going to be a little bit sketchy. Oh my gosh, this view is insane. Full speed through that sequence of corners with the rain is just tough. Yogal is losing time to a higher place, but a higher place stayed right on top of JP Scale. In fact, he's pulling out on him right now. Gonna try to go the long way around him into Lake Combe, and he makes it happen, gets past him in the brakes. JP Scale looking to come back, can't do anything. That Mercedes is wide. He takes the inside for the next corner, but it's not fast there. No grip on that part of the line, and a higher place has made his way up into P7. Some amazing racing there. Okay, well, maybe it's not fully done. JP Scale still alongside. He's not got good track position, but sometimes it's more about disturbing the car in front of you than it is getting the best run out of the corner. A high place stays calm, not feeling not seeming like they're feeling the pressure, rather. They might be, I know I would be with 2 cars breathing down my neck, especially in this sector at Spa. It's such a difficult section of track. I hate Le Fang in particular. I'm not good right here. Right here, they would have had me.
Is JP Scale and Jogel, are they on intermediate? I kind of think they are.
I know Hire's on the west, wets. Yep, JP on
Hire's on the okay. Yep. So I was saying earlier, intermediates and wets, they kind of have a better time on different parts of the track. And so Higher Place, he's fighting for his life and he's sticking to the racing line. And that's not where you want to be, but it's where he needs to be to defend.
Right.
So he's having to pick a really difficult battle right now.
There's
intermediate
on Doodlebot here, or trying to at least, and there's Cyrus Nicky also in it. Boise looking to maybe pass him. Will look for an undercut here. No, he's just going to go around, and I think again there is a wet line around here, and I think that's what works out in turn 1, and he's able to make that pass stick for P3. Here he comes, battling or challenging for P4 into the bus stop chicane there. He gets away from Doodlebob, and now Cyrus Nicky had a pretty slow exit out of there too. What is he going to drive past him in a P1 as we saw, or T1 as we saw, and now he sits.
Yeah, I think
3. Cyrus Nicky down in 5th place. Doodlebob.
Yeah, he's
got that.
The wet tire runners are at a disadvantage right now, and they will be for the rest of this race. Yep. And so the rain has stopped. It's drying up. These guys are going to be pitting, if not at the end of this lap 11, which is a little early, then lap 12. And anyone that goes on softs is going to be screwed too early. Mediums are even a stretch, but that would be the way to go. So if I were these guys, I'd be off these tires into the pit on the mediums at the end of this lap. It's a little sketchy, but that line it's gonna get farther and farther down past that intermediate dry line.
I might agree, because I just saw a Higher Place get passed by Jogal. They were in it back and forth here, and a Higher Place is on those wet tires. Cyrus Nicky on the wets now, getting elbowed past by Crawler, who is also on the wets, just trying to make something work. JP Scale is watching it all unfold, trying to see what he can do, but man, the Crawler not afraid to get into their space. There's really no respect for personal space on the track by Crawler. He's on the outside, or I think the name of his corner actually changed, Campus maybe, but anyway, he's on the outside there, but still fighting hard for it, man. He's really not letting JP Scale get away with anything. Cyrus Nicky just back there, just seeing it all play out. Jogal is right here as well. A Higher Place will be coming into it. Oh, a Higher Place is in it. He passes Jogal into the final chicane. Most of these guys are in. I think I saw somebody stay out. That was Crawler. Crawler stayed out, but that was quite a move. A Higher Place coming from a long way back. Is that on purpose?
I don't know.
I think he had it. It worked out. Whatever happened, it worked out.
Right.
He didn't take anyone out. So
and I think Crawler might have fooled these guys. I think Crawler made it look like he was going out. Went super wide into out of that corner there. That was interesting for him. Maybe everyone reacting to him. Super S2K is up front by 8.5 seconds, even over his teammate if Looks can kill. We did see Looks get bogged down in a lot of battling after the pits, where I think Super S2K was really able to just head down, run away with it. We didn't see him getting into anything. So that might explain this gap here. Voidsy and Doodlebob still right there with him. They've all stayed out here. There's clearly a dry line forming.
And here is the BMW showing its weakness. I mean, look at Boyd's tires on that M6. They look pretty sad in comparison to the AMS guys in P1 and 2. Man, I mean, over 50% worn on the front.
They're not doing great for sure. You know, big heavy V8 plus two whirly boys tacked on top of that over that front axle there. So there's only so much that you can do. Whereas, you know, the Audi's pretty light on its feet. Got a V10, but it sits over that rear axle, which gives it a bit more grip in the back. And the front tires are left to just do braking and turning. Whoa, higher blades with another move on the back. Didn't we just see this happen? Not even a full lap to go. Mr. Racing.
Mr. Racing.
Into the wall. No, that's the second S7R driver that we've seen go out here. And let's see how this happened. Onto the brakes. Just the back end coming around on him there. Racing medium tires. I don't know if that was him getting into the wet a little bit or if that was just balance of the car there and where he was braking. It can be tough. We got P1, P2, and P3 into the pits now. Going to get off those inters. We're working lap 12 of the race. So the first 2/3 of this race are done. We've got one more left. Crawler's off. He is spun in the chicane.
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh. What happened?
Oh, look at.
Oh, no rear.
His wet tires were gone.
No rear tires left at all. He turns in, and sure enough, the back end comes around on him. Not a whole lot he could have done there, except maybe just finish all his braking in a straight line and not try to trail brake into that corner. And he probably can't even get that thing back going again. It'd be hard.
That is heartbreaking.
That is pretty heartbreaking right there. So far, it's happening to a lot of people, though. I mean, we did say rain is the great equalizer.
Yeah, Chagall's got damage. I mean, Mr. Racing went off. Crawler went off. The drama is ratcheting up here in lap 13 at Spa in Group 3 cars. I mean, this is what Gran Turismo is all about, and great league racing.
Right.
Some of the fastest dudes on the planet in one place, battling it out.
That's right, and you just never know what's going to happen. You know, VIP players in the track on the chat right now saying how they practiced this for 2 weeks, and it was all lost through just a disconnect early on in the race. I mean, you really hate to see it for folks. Just super gutted when stuff like this happens. Random spins, disconnects. It's, oh my gosh, Doodle Bob must have picked up a pit lane penalty. 3 seconds is huge. JP Scale is 8.5 seconds behind him, but that penalty he's going to have to serve is at one of the fastest parts of the track, and that will absolutely bring JP Scale into the back of him. I promise you, he will get backed up perhaps that full 5 seconds there, or sorry, 8 seconds there, or at least it'll be close. It'll bring JP Scale back into the fight against him for sure. Man, again, some stuff can't be helped.
The thing about Spa is you're extracting the most pace out of the track in your car by abusing the curbs and getting as close to those bollards as you can without dying. And when there's rain on the track, that gets removed from your ability to be fast. You can't abuse the curb because they'll kill you. And so the drivers who are able to just ride that edge as close as possible to get the most out of their lap times are going to do the best here.
Yeah.
Or
you know what?
they're going to wreck.
Or they're going to wreck. That penalty didn't seem to eat JP Scale up as bad, or sorry, Doodle Bob as bad as I thought it would. He still got a 4-second cushion to JP Scale there, so didn't lose too much time. Well, he did, but he didn't lose as much time as I thought he would. Cyrus, Nikki, and Jagal have been going at it for a good while here. They're 7th and 8th right now, and what used to be like a good 5-6 pack of cars has come down to just these two in this moment. A higher place is a full 4 seconds behind them. Remember, a higher place was in there dicing it up with Jagal for a long time, Papa.
He was, absolutely. It's great racing with those guys, but I mean, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. People are going to have to start doing what they can. We're going to see some desperate moves, I think, for these last few laps.
I agree, and they'll go by quickly, but not as quickly as we think. It is a 2.5 plus minute lap around here, so you know we got a good 10 minutes of racing
10 minutes
left, which anything can happen in 10 minutes around here, as we've seen. But pretty much everyone I believe everyone has pitted and come off the wet tires. It's still a little bit wet on parts of the track, but everyone seems to be doing okay from what I can tell. In fact, you see that sky there, the clouds are clearing up. The sun is coming out and gleaming off the back of Cyber Sneaky's car just a little bit, trying to dry it all up before we get the checkered flag here. Papa, towards the end of a race like this, when you're starting to assess where you are and where you need to be, we lost a higher place. Oh, man.
No.
Another driver lost to a disconnect.
Ouch.
It really is heartbreaking because, again, guys practice so hard for this league, and it's a team effort. So you're not just disappointing yourself. You're not just losing points for yourself. You're losing team races or points for your team. In fact, this is the second RPM driver tonight to be lost.
That's tough.
It's just not great for that team at all. Let's see, where
I will say, I think left to pass, the VIP league puts you in last, so they'll at least get points. They won't get nothing, which is good. But still, I mean, the dude was in 4th or 5th place.
Right.
That sucks. You know, I've been seeing Boise creep up
He's
on
Yeah.
Get Busy. Right now, he's fighting for my driver of the day in this BMW, coming back from where he started in quali, and putting some pressure on Get Busy in P2.
Yeah, very, very much in the fight here for P2 versus Get Busy's If Looks Could Kill, and looks to have the pace. Honestly, I think once the opportunity comes, he's probably going to get around him. Just looking at how much pace he's got, and he started this race, in 7th place is where Boise started, and now fully in the fight for P2 on the podium, and really a podium is his to lose. He's got 8 seconds to doodle bob, and we've got 3.5 laps left here.
Like, both of these guys are, I think if you look at their DG Edge rank, they're within the top 100 in the world. I mean,
Wow.
both of them are some of the best Gran Turismo competitive players there is, period. And they're showing it right here.
Yep, and as Super S2K is with these two kind of battling a little bit, he's just running away. He's stretched out to a 12.5-second lead now.
Yes, he has. Super SDK with nothing to worry about. Just bring it home, and you can even bring the pace down a little bit if you want to. But Boise showing that the car doesn't matter. It's definitely the driver, because he's got that BMW looking incredible against this field full of Audis. We lost for only Mercedes, so it's really just 2 BMWs versus all these Audis here, and he's definitely holding it down. The sun's fully out, by the way. I mean, it's turning into a bright, beautiful day in Spa. Probably a bit humid, I would imagine. It feels a little bit like where I'm from, Georgia, right now.
Yeah, we're all pretty spread out. You know, I think our battle for 2, 3, and 6 and 7 are our closest battles on track. Oh yeah, we got 9 and 10
Right,
close within half a second.
Yep, battle for 9th there going as well. So a couple of 2-part battles here. Rusty Maggots, of course, had that big spin early on in the race, has pitted, has fixed the damage or anything that occurred, and now under attack by the second BMW on track. It's ironic, both BMWs currently trying their best to get around the these a couple of Audis here. Papa, I think I had asked you a question earlier, but then oh Voidsy on the wet stuff. I just saw that start to happen. And there is almost no saving it there once it goes down. So let's see what happens to him here. Just in the wet stuff on the gas. Yeah.
That green stuff, man. That turf, whatever it is.
Oh man. So there
goes my driver of the day.
Well, Doodle Bob is still right there, but Boise's got front end damage, which is going to affect him on the straights for sure. Man, this has not been great for a lot of these drivers here. So Boise around and off the podium for now. But
Get Busy's pretty happy right now.
Oh yeah, Team Get Busy is incredibly excited as this has happened to I guess is RPM kind of their biggest competitor here right now? If I'm not mistaken, they're second in the championship if I recall correctly.
Them and then IRT were like very close, and so I think after this weekend, if I had to guess, IRT's probably in second. AMS with Big Pace with a commanding lead.
Yeah.
And I think everyone in the league needs to team up against these guys next round.
We need to see some power-ups used because it's getting ridiculous. Purple for Super SUK. I guess it is drying up out there. I guess it makes sense that some folks might still be going faster, but Purple in that sector. MS Super SUK already owns the fastest lap, a 2:18.4. So we'll see if he can improve on that. If looks could kill now, out of that battle, no more pressure from behind from Boise, and has 8.2 seconds to Doodle Bob. So it's also just like his teammate, just going to take it home for a 1-2 here. If only there were a Jorge to spoil this all, huh? We'd see what happens there. That beautiful shot of Brousset. I have got to come to this track. I'd like to go for the 24-hour race. I think feels like it's just one big party. Actually, no, I think it'd be a great trip. Just a summer of doing. You do the Nerve, you do Le Mans, and then you do the Spa 24, and then you go home.
Like a hell of a vacation to me.
Heck
yeah, I'm there.
Make it happen. One day, I will. I'll be out of phase with all the commentary because I'll be on European time. Maybe not backpacking though. I want to stay in nice hotels. I'm too old for the backpacking.
Hey, a couple months ago, I had a bunch of people from different leagues that I race in. We all got together and we went to Road Atlanta and watched the SRO. Series that whole weekend.
Nice.
And, now we're addicted. We want to go to other real life races around the country and maybe even world. So.
You need to come join PHG at Daytona for the Rolex 24.
Oh yeah, that sounds great.
You called me. I live in Atlanta, like 2 hours from Atlanta.
We almost did actually, but
nice.
Now that I know you a little bit better, we'll definitely hit you up next time.
For sure.
We're looking at Indianapolis in October, Laguna Seca in January, and who knows from there. But here we are, lap 18, final lap.
Final lap.
And purple.
S2K.
Purple. 2:18.464. I think that was from before, but still going fastest. Pop, I'm coming to Daytona too, by the way. I didn't get invited, but
Sweet. Yes, do.
Yep. I'm gonna be there. Make sure I have a room.
We got 16 total camp spots. We can probably fit about 40 people in there. So.
Oh, nice! You guys are camping. That's sick.
We'll be there all 4 days. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Talk to me out of the booth here. Let's see how I can contribute. I would love to be there. Heck yeah. Infield, or are you off to the side somewhere? Ooh, Jake.
We are right outside turn 1.
Right outside turn 1.
Oh, that's perfect.
Okay, love it. Love it.
Yeah, Cornbread in the chat. Yeah, when we went to Road Atlanta, we saw Foreman. Carl Foreman is a VIP member and also a real life GT4 Toyota race car driver.
Nice.
So
Nice.
we got to hang out with him in his tent, and we even signed his car. So he
That's great.
went around the track that weekend with IORT on the bumper. So that was cool.
That is pretty cool. Super S2K, what's he on track? I think is approaching the final chicane now. Our P1 driver, that's correct. He's gonna cross the line with absolute ease. Might as well just stop right here, put it in reverse, and cross the line
He's
there.
on a Sunday drive.
A little bit rude. So Super S2K takes the checkered flag.
Well done.
One dominant performance here for him. His teammate, if looks could kills, working his way through the bus stop for one last time, and we'll cross the line in P2. We're pretty spread out here for the podium. Doodle Bob, it's his turn. He gets through the chicane pretty nicely. He's gonna shake that car around, say hello. Ooh, don't get in that grass. Boise wasn't that far behind. Boise, P4, heartbreaking finish for Boise. JP Scale in P5 there behind him. Here comes Cyrus Nicky for P6, who was racing with Jogal. Something must have happened to Jogal, something else, because he's so far behind Cyrus Nicky now. Across the line in P7
might have been that front end damage, yeah.
Right. S7R's Mr. Racing 40 will take P8. Shout out to S7R. Rusty Maggots in P9 as well. And then we're going to have Wicco in 10th place. That's our top 10 for the race. Provisionally, Crawler, who unfortunately just could not get back to form after having some issues on track. He's going to come through in P11 after being up top for so long in this race. That, man, goes to say, this championship is not locked down for anyone. No. Doesn't matter how fast you are.
No, big pace, another great showing.
Yeah, another great showing for big pace. But what will the next rounds bring? I mean, nobody is safe at this point. It's quite clear.
Correct.
Yeah, no one's okay. Another great combo put together by Left to Pass You and the VIP team. Let's talk results here. Azriel, would you mind reading the provisional race results?
Yeah, we got Big Pace taking up P1 and 2. AMS Super 2K, Get Busy. Doodle Bob with what a great strong showing in P3. Boise in P4. VIP JP Scale with the team Codify with Cyrus Nicky in P6. Jogol in P7. S7R Mr. Racing in P8. And his teammate Rusty Maggots in P9. Wick in P10. Not Crawler, or actual Crawler in P11. And his teammate Player, who disconnected unfortunately earlier in the race, 12, and higher place, also with a disconnect P13. What a race!
What amazing race!
Yeah, that was a fantastic one. A little more action than we saw on Thursday, of course, but in the beginning was actually a little bit quiet, pretty boring at the start. I think they were all saving it for the rain for whatever reason, I guess. But lots of strategies, different things played out. Go ahead, Azriel.
I mean, when you've got a bunch of people that are all fast, but similarly fast, you're not going to see moves every corner. You know, they're just fighting to keep up, stay in the slip, and stay on track. And that's I mean, we saw a good race, but not an exciting race at the beginning, because everyone was just doing a good job of doing what they were supposed to do. You know it.
Yeah, and you could feel it through as those first few laps went down. You could, with every lap, you could feel the intensity building up, and then the rain started, and then, you know, those last few laps, everybody's scrambling. We had a lot of cars come across that line with damage. whether it be front end or
Yeah.
rear. But man, there was a
And the off tracks and resets and disconnects makes for
yeah,
good TV, but it's heartbreaking on track. So I
yeah,
feel for those guys. Um, they all did so much practice to be where they are, and
yeah.
yeah, sucks, but man, that's racing, man.
It's racing.
Things
That's
happen.
right.
You just gotta pick it up and lock in for next round because it's
Yep.
gonna be a hell of a round next round.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would
part of it.
watch for RPM to have a big bounce return next week.
Hope so.
Do you,
Hope so.
Yeah.
You
do you know
can't
where
let
we are next
on it.
week?
Huh?
Le Mans.
Do you know where we are next week?
Le Mans, but we'll
Uh,
reveal that. We'll reveal that in a moment, actually. So
oh, sorry.
technically, we're nowhere next week. Actually, we don't even know if there's still a championship next week. We're not sure.
Right.
We
Yeah.
do have.
I think it is an off week.
It is an off week. Yes, we do have our
We're
Podium
practicing next
drivers here for an interview. It's time to see who we've got in the booth with us here. I see Drobo's name. I think is that Suddy and then Oak. So this must be Division II.
Yeah.
So we'll be interviewing the Division II Podium drivers. We're going to start with, production said something and I completely missed it here. All right. So I believe that is Suddy, Mafia. Yeah, Suddy Empire there. How's it going, Suddy? You're muted, by the way.
Hey, good evening, guys. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good
Congratulations
evening.
on your race finish in the Division II race. I think P3, correct?
P2.
P2. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have started with you, but we're here now, Suddy.
Okay.
Congratulations on P2 in the rain. I mean, it was a tough race for pretty much everybody, is what we saw there. Any particularly unique challenges that you faced during that race there?
Honestly, I was really surprised in qualifiers getting P4. I had the bends, and I knew that I'll get the jump in the first corner. I was like, I'll be in the first place, but I know the body. It's really, really strong time, and it's hard to defend against that. But I kept going, keep on pushing. I saw my teammate Potts. He got a bad qualifying. So I mean, this whole series is like when you're racing individually, the big difference and when you're racing with a team, it's like a whole team you got to put on your back. So when I saw that Potts had a bad time, I had to do my best to make up for everything. I'm really surprised with the result, but great stuff.
Well, I'll be honest, it's surprising to hear that it's a surprise to you, but it's a good one, I suppose. You're right. When you're racing with a team, you're responsible to multiple people, and it puts a different kind of pressure on the race. You held on, you did great. P2 is a fantastic result, and you should be proud.
Well, one more thing. Tati, thank you for hyping me up on the first 2 rounds. And Jobo, let's stop fighting, bro. If you're ever in Jamaica, come and have some rum with me. I'm inviting you out if you're ever in Jamaica. And it's great seeing some good players that I haven't raced with in a long while. Maziel, Alcos, Pushtail. It's great seeing you guys good back in the mix with you guys. Really happy. I'm really happy.
Yeah, I was
with
going to
this
give you a shout out, Suddy, because I remember racing you, I think back in the Grove Street leagues with
Yes.
Alicos and Fishtail, and I love seeing you here in VIP, and looking forward to seeing you whatever else we got going on coming up.
Well, they said in Jamaica over some rum, so I guess that's what's next.
I'm
Yeah,
there.
man. If I ever want to come, you guys are always invited. Everybody's. I love
Awesome.
great stuff you
Totally
guys got.
Totally down. Papa, did you have anything you wanted to say to Suddy?
No, I just kind of reiterate, man, Suddy, it was a great race, great start to your race. Jumped out early, But trying to hold off those TTs in the rain had to be a little bit difficult. But man, what a great finish! P2 can't be too disappointed with that.
I'm happy. I'm really happy, Papa. Happy.
Nice. So we're gonna come on to now we're gonna do P3. Drobo, you had quite a race. I can't remember who it was that you were battling, but if I recall correctly, there was someone that you were constantly in getting into it with. Who was that, Drobo?
Yeah, I think that was Scarlord.
Yeah.
That's what it
And
was.
then, yeah, Scarlord early on, and then Empire later on in the race during the rain quite a bit.
Yeah, you had the opposite of a quiet race.
Yeah.
It seems like every race I've been in, it's not been quiet for me. This was probably the quietest one for me, honestly.
Which is saying a lot. Which is saying a lot. I mean, you persevered though, got P3 there. I mean, you're obviously pretty good in a dogfight. Racing at Red Bull Ring in the rain in a dogfight is tough though. I mean, do you practice this in particular, like just side to side
Yeah.
racing?
Oh, I mean, side by side. I mean, I've raced in leagues for a couple years now, so I'm used to that kind of stuff. But as far this is a whole different level. I mean, these guys are ultra fast. I'm surprised I'm even on this podium right now. I mean, it's Red Bull's like one of my least favorite. I love it in the rain, I guess, but yeah, it's awesome to be a part of. That's for sure.
Getting a podium at Red Bull when it's your least favorite in this particular field.
Yeah, it's unreal. Great. I'm very surprised.
Yeah, well, we've talked about the caliber of racers that we have here. You're cream of the crop. Congratulations on P3. Papa, you have anything for Drobo?
No, I mean, P3 is going to be a great points day for your team, Dentadors. And I mean, again, I don't think you were alone for one lap that I remember. You constantly
not
fighting.
Too much, yeah, right, yeah.
You were constantly battling that whole race. So kudos. Don't be too surprised, Drobo. You're a great racer, man, and you wouldn't be here if you weren't. So
appreciate it.
Well done.
Yeah, and to iterate on Empire's little invite, that rum sounds dynamite. Maybe I'll have to come down.
I'm not gonna lie, I might bring my own rum, but it's only because it's a competition. It's a Caribbean
nice,
dude, you know.
It's Jamaica. They have the best rum. What are you talking about?
Right.
That's not what the podcast is about. I'm gonna let it ride.
Drobo, your team got disqualified from round 2.
Yeah, so that one hurt. That one hurt.
Has that changed how you approach the rest or this round and what's coming up?
No, I mean, we just talked about it, and you just put your head down and you get to the grind, and hopefully you can get your best positions going and stay up there and get the most points that you can. I guess that's all you can really do, and try and fight back.
Has that driver that got you guys disqualified have you guys have a good conversation with him?
Oh, he's fine. He's all good. Yeah, he apologized. He feels terrible about it. There's nothing he can do. I mean, we're not going to throw anybody under the bus or anything. It just sucked that it was, right during a team endurance event. It had to be that week, but
right.
It is what it is. You move on. Like I said,
like you guys have picked yourselves up and you're coming back at it this round. So good for you.
Absolutely, appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you again, Drobo. Congratulations.
Oh, thanks, you guys. Do an amazing job. Awesome. Love to watch it.
Thank you. We love to watch you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Talk to you later.
Oak. What's up, bro?
What's up? What you guys doing?
We're doing good. Hey, congratulations on an absolute dominant win. I think maybe you did have to fight a little bit in the beginning because obviously, Emperor said he had that huge jump. And I think there was another Mercedes that got up there, but you very quickly got yourself back up top and then never lost it again. It sounds like you just got to run your strategy and get through it. What made you pick the Audi over either of the other cars?
For me, I think because I got kind of distracted with IRO and the 24 hours of spa that just happened. So for the first week, we had that 2-week break. For the first week, I was practicing and we were focusing on spa and all that for IRO. And then this week, I set my focus entirely onto the VIP this week. And yeah, I noticed that the Audi was just an overall safer car to run. Obviously, with rain and it being front wheel drive, there's a lot less likely to spin. As well as, I think it was just more comfortable for me in general to drive. I know the BMW is not a car that's fast, so that was quickly out of the window for me. But the Mercedes was actually right there with the Audi, and I think they were pretty similar on pace as well. So it was, for me, it just came down to which one was more comfortable.
That makes sense. The two completely different cars as far as like driving philosophies and dynamics and the like. So the Audi worked out for you really, really well. I will say, even when it looked like the Mercedes had your number, it wasn't long before you put it right back in its place. Congrats on the win. I'm going to pass it to Azriel here.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think we came in P4 at that Iro Spa race. Where did you guys come in?
We finished P1.
Nice. Oh, you guys did a great job.
Everyone drove nicely there.
Okay.
Very good job. So you got black flagged at CGV and VIP.
Yeah.
Has that changed? I mean, I know that was frustrating, man, because nothing you could have done about it, right?
Yeah,
So you
it
came
was
back and kicked butt in
yeah.
this race. So good job.
Yeah, that black flag really kind of demoralized me in the moment, but after looking through it and stuff, I kind of told myself that I'd have a better mindset coming into this race. So I came into this race, just with a lot of practice under my belt. I practiced all week pretty much, getting this combo down straight, and yeah, it was great having my teammates there for me, and it was nice coming back from the DQ and getting the win for the team.
Nice, dude. Yeah. Okay, looking at next race, you got Le Mans.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what car you think you're going to pick?
I think for Le Mans, Le Mans is kind of my track. Not to boast myself or anything, but I feel quite comfortable around Le Mans, and I know the 919 doesn't have the greatest top speed in the world, so I think it'll be either down to the Toyota or the R18. But I think the Toyota has the upper hand in terms of the straight, the big old straight there. So hopefully
is that the TSO 30?
Yeah, the 50, the 50, whatever.
50. Okay, TSO 50.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that'd be a tough call between that and the Audi. I'd agree.
Yeah.
Okay, right on, dude. Well, I look forward to seeing your next race.
Thank you.
We all do, of course. Papa, anything to say to Oak?
Yeah, Oak, first off, I want to thank you for letting us with the picture-in-picture live shot of you there racing. Hopefully your bottom lip's okay. You look like you were in pretty serious concentration there.
Yeah.
But I guess my question to you is, your strat that you played for this race, did Thursday's race have any effect on what you did tonight?
Yeah, it kind of said a lot for me, because I've noticed when I was practicing that you could set up AI races with 14 people on the track, and I noticed that the rain would go out, or the track would dry out around lap 16ish with all 14 cars on track with the bots, and I noticed that in a lobby with 14 people, with, for example, Thursday's race, it dried out a lot faster.
Yeah.
So for me, that kind of I was in between either running the soft wet soft or the soft intermediate, and I noticed that the soft wet soft was just a little too risky for me, especially with that wet line in play. So yeah, the safer option was the soft medium, or sorry, the soft intermediate.
Intermediates, yeah. Yeah, we did see those wet tires. Once that track started even slightly drying, they were just being shredded. So
yeah,
I think you're right. I think the intermediates was definitely the right call. I mean, obviously,
Dude,
you got the win with the strat, so you can't argue.
A lot of your fellow drivers had the same strategy as you did. but they weren't able to manage their tires, and their intermediate
Right.
were 0%
Yeah.
on
yeah.
the last lap. So excellent job at managing your tire.
Thank you. Yeah, my front left was actually completely dead by the line, but I drove it so carefully, and I'm usually the type to have a high kind of tire wear. Like I don't know, my tires just degrade faster than others for some reason. But yeah, for this race, I was absolutely grandma driving it towards the end there, and it paid off. So I'm glad I was able to make it work.
Nicely done, Oak. Nicely done to all three of you on the podium. Oak, Suddy, Drobo. We love to see it. We want to see more of that from either you drivers or your teammates, of course, as the championship wears on. I'm going to thank you all for coming into the interview room and speaking to us. We're going to let you guys go practice for whatever's next.
All righty.
And we'll
Thank
see
you guys for
next
having
time.
me.
Hey,
Absolutely.
my pleasure.
All right, you guys take care.
You too, man.
Folks in the audience, we're going to talk about the next round of racing in just a moment. We'll see how that comes up. This is Europe 2, our second stop in Europe. They'll be August 20th, so in a couple of weeks here, actually, for Thursday race. And the theme of this next set of races will be Survive the Night. So I think it's going to be dark. I don't know. Seems like it. The Division 2
idea.
race, it's a good idea. I think I'm
Yeah.
right. I think I'm right.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. Do we get to see the details, like where exactly the drivers will be? We don't. You can check out though at motorsportleagues.com. The spoilers exist. So go to motorsportleagues.com, check out the VIP league by either going to the search and searching VIP, or if you just scroll down on the homepage, it'll link to that VIP there. And if you hit schedule, you can see exactly what's going on next time around on the 20th. As you're getting started early with a beer, I think, is this the Gran Turismo themed beer?
Yeah, this is home brewed with hops from the French region of Alsace. So it is my Gran Turismo beer that I've been enjoying while watching these great races. But I'll tell you, next round is at Le Mans. I'll just give you the hint.
That's right.
And it's
That's
with
right.
very, very fast cars.
We back in France, 2 generations of very, very fast cars. One actually faster than the other, if I recall correctly, surprisingly enough. But we'll leave that to you guys on the 20th when we see it. Oh, I got some interesting information about Le Mans. The grids will be set in reverse championship order. So no qualifiers. Your grid is set by where you're sitting now. And for those who are doing really well, big pace.
Big pace. Yeah.
Gonna be tough. Gonna be tough. All I'm gonna say is you'll have the most slipstream from Lausanne Strait and Indianapolis. Do something. With no further.
That's news to me. So I got to do some research right now about that. 'Cause, I didn't know about that. But
Team principal Abigail, everyone.
There may
Well,
be
that's
some power-ups at play.
I'd say, yeah, that could actually work out for you, Azrael, and your team.
Power up.
Well, the power-ups might, yeah, you're right. The power-ups may kind of change everything. Man, this is going to be interesting.
Yep.
We're P3, provisionally maybe P2 after this weekend. So that would put us at the back of the grid.
Put you at the back, yeah.
And that's not cool. So
no, that's not cool. You're right. You're right.
Go look.
What happens in the case if everyone uses the power up, or no? I guess just one. Whoever says it first gets to use it. Maybe.
I'm sure there's some rules there to make that make sense. I guess
tiebreakers of sorts.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. Well, for now, I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye to everyone. Goodbye to Papa's cat. Hey, what's this one's name?
Geenie.
Geenie. Oh,
Mrs. Geenie.
What a cutie. Hello, Geenie. Well, good night, Geenie. Papa, any last words for you before we sign off?
Really, just to the viewers, man. Please, please, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And we have the PayPal donation up there too. Help us get us supported and keep us going here. But man, another great couple of races from VIP. Left past you, great job on the combos. Great done job by all the drivers, both nights. 4 fun races to watch. I'm honored to be here.
Nice.
Yeah, I guarantee you there are other league runners, cross Gran Turismo, looking at VFP going, okay, the bar has been raised,
Yep.
and you've been setting the bar, dude. So good job. Looking forward to the rest of this. It's only going to get better. This is only round 3, so looking forward to it.
It is only going to get better. And if you are somebody who is watching this league and realizes, hey, the bar has been raised and I need to meet it, if you are a league organizer, there are tools to create your own league on motorsportleagues.com. Also, of course, Upshift Media, all of us, we are here to help. We can help with broadcast or even just planning the league and creating it as well if you're not quite ready for broadcast. So definitely check us out. I will say good night myself and thank you to everyone for coming and joining. Can't wait to see you all next time. And yeah, again, like and subscribe. Cheers, Azriel. I think it's time for me to get my own beer.